intervention. It was his ideology. He came up with this fantastic idea, and we all got into it. So, Chairman, I salute you this evening.
Thank you, my sister.
I just want to say that we as women, well, obviously, we have been disenfranchised, so we couldn't even go to Ghana to vote. But this is what we've been doing as the UK and Ireland Chapter Women's Wing. With our branch women organizers, the help of our branch women organizers, we've been liaising with the Ghana, our mother, our national woman organizer, Honorable Dr. Hannah Louise Bisu, and her two deputies, through the International Relations Director, the Honorable Dr. Alex Segbefia. We've been channeling our messages through their good offices. The only way we can do is to send messages down to Ghana for them to speak to their families and friends so that we vote out this useful, wicked, and tyrant Nana Akufo-Addo and his family out of power, so that our competent, our visionary, our hardworking, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama will come and take up the mantle and move Ghana to its destination. So this is what we've been doing. Last year, in collaboration with the youth, we managed to organize a program at the Ghana Party in the Park, which we managed to recruit a lot as a membership drive, a lot of members into the UK and Ireland chapter. Aside that, we also came up with a program again with the youth. And then, yes, it was a very successful program, fantastic program that, we've managed to recognize in the UK and Ireland. Due to COVID, we were yet to come up with another program. And before that, the last year program, we were able to invite our national women and youth wing. We were able to also have our international director, His Honorable Alex Segbefia, in our midst, who came to grace the occasion. So this year, we were going to come up with another program, which, due to COVID, we were unable to do it. But this is what we've sat down and thought about, that we're not going to put party activities on hold due to COVID. So we're going to come up with a big, massive program, a virtual program, with our sister chapter women organizers and our national woman organizer and her two deputies and some dignitaries as well. Hopefully next month, this will come up. So at this moment, I want to tell everyone that please pick up your phones, call home, encourage your family members and your friends. Tell someone to tell someone that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, with the People's Manifesto, is coming to rescue Ghana from this tyranny. So, with, not taking much of your time, I would like to end my speech here and allow others to speak as well. Eyezu.
Eyeza.
Thank you so much, our very beautiful chapter women's organizer of the NDC UK and Ireland chapter. That was a wonderful speech. And we know you're doing a great job with your women, and we know that you will continue to do all that you can to help the party win power come December 7, 2020. And our one and only flag bearer, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, will be sworn in January 2021. So we will continue with the short speeches. And please, can we make them short? And the next person to speak is our able communication officer, who, under his auspices, has been able to give voices to members of the chapter NDC UK and Ireland Chapter Communication Committee to be able to make presentations on the radio, on TV, on social media, everywhere. So without much ado, can I invite Mr. Simon Aworigo to deliver his speech? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mike. Good evening, everybody, comrades. May I acknowledge our national chairman, Chairman of Oswampofo, the minority leader, Harun Edrusu, our international relations director, Honorable Alex Segbefi, our own, one of our very own, Zita Benson, Honorable and former ambassador, and also George Bawa Mokhtari, special assistant to our candidate and former president. It's very wonderful to have this program because I think it gives us an opportunity under these very unique circumstances of COVID to be able to come together and as a party re-energize, refocus, and kind of boost ourselves up towards the election. What I will say is, as a communication officer, I've put together a team, very formidable, very exciting team. We've worked very hard, held press conferences. I mean, for the first time in our chapter, we had a press conference. The last one we had, which was just about 3 weeks ago, received so much publicity, and we had radio stations and even some TV stations requesting for the tape and all of that, which was sent to them. And so we've really worked hard. And like I always liken communication to what is said in the Bible about a lamp and hiding under the bed thing, where you light up a lamp and then you hide it under the bed and nobody seems to know what you're doing. And so with this so much in government, but then it's often said that as NDC, as a party, we are not able to communicate what we've done in government. But thanks to the young and prolific National Communication Officer of our party, Sami Jemfi, I mean, we can see the dynamism that has been brought into our communication, and it's actually cascaded down to the very bottom, and everybody is doing their bit. I mean, we in the UK and Ireland chapter, and I must say, we've had a fantastic team. I mean, the chairman, the secretary, and everybody is on board. We've taken over the airwaves and TV stations and all of that. We have weekly programs on TV where we sell the party and all of that. We have daily radio programs, which is doing very, very well. And so what I can say is that as a chapter, we're doing really well. I mean, we know where we are with this government. Very corrupt. I mean, the latest report that is out there is that our country has reached epic levels in terms of our debt. Our debt to GDP is now stands at 77%, which is very worrying. Yet they are telling us that they are not borrowing our country into debt and all of that. And so what I can say is that we've done very well. There's more to do. Let's keep working hard. I will take this opportunity to commend all the communication team for the fantastic job that we're doing. Let's keep to be active on Facebook. On Facebook, we have our page, and our Honorable Amre Dusu, which our minority leader, is on our page, which is very refreshing. About nearly 2,000 people on that page, and we share all kinds of things, do a lot of MPP campaign out there. Let's keep doing the good work. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Simon Aworigo, our communication officer. And before we continue with the next batch of speeches, can I just quickly encourage all of us to to share. Please share your family, friends, both here in the diaspora and back home, to see what is going on here. This very memorable event. And then I want to announce to you also that this program is beaming live on Omega TV on Facebook. So you can share the link as well to everyone. So those who are not able to join us on Zoom will be able to watch it on Facebook as well. So the next person to share a few words with us is Mr. Roger Boko, our chapter treasurer.
Our money man.
He will share a few words with us right now. The money man himself. Thank you. Roger, if you are here, can you unmute yourself and speak, please? Roger, please, can you unmute yourself and speak? Okay, we will continue the program, and the next person to speak will be Mr. Isaka Sani, please. He's our NDC UK Island chapter Zongo Caucus. Mr. Isaka Sani, are you with us? Can you unmute yourself and deliver your speech? Okay, so we will continue. We will continue to the next batch of speakers, who will be our.
Sorry, I was mute a bit.
Mike, I think Faraka is back, huh? Mike.
Yes.
Okay, so do we have Mr. Isaka Sani on the? Do we have him ready to deliver his speech?
Yes, I am ready. Yes, I am.
On?
Yes, I am.
Okay, can you? Okay, let's hear you.
Sorry, my camera is a bit will not come on. Sorry, to be only audio. Ayazu.
Ayaza.
Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead and speak, please.
First, what I would like to say we are much appreciative to all our eminent resource persons who have agreed to participate in this great program that we've initiated, which is a novel one within our political arena. And also to quickly delve into what we have been doing as Zongo Caucus within UK and Ireland chapter. We have reached out to the Zongo community here. Namely, we have Seven Sisters Masjid, which is more of a center for all Muslims within the UK here. Usually, when anything happens, that is where the message comes, and all other resources are dispersed to resolve whatever situation it is. So it becomes the center that we have. And also we have East London Mosque, where we have more Muslims in that is another Muslim community we have. For anything, we reach out to them.
Mr. Isaka, can you speak up, please? Can you speak up? Thank you.
Now,
ask my treasurer or one
can we mute ourselves, please? Can we mute everyone? Mute yourself, please.
Aqua, can you mute yourself?
Yeah, it's okay. Mike, mute everyone, isn't it? Mike, can you mute everyone?
Yeah, it's done.
Okay.
Yeah, Audu is hosting it now, so he will do it.
Okay, so Deputy Secretary, let me just make this quick announcement. Yes, Ghana First is also streaming it live. He just sent me a message. He's all with us, and he's also screening it live. So if we can share that link as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Continue.
Farrakhan, continue.
Also, East London, where we have a massive population of the Muslim community, to say the Zongo within the UK, we'll reach out to them and we engage in activities, and also we send the major message of the party. And we try to reinforce the need for those here to call the people back home, to engage with them and get them to vote us back into power, given the tremendous developmental activities we've undertaken during our reign, and also to expose the lies of the NPP. We are still recruiting and still reaching out to other Zongo communities. Also in Birmingham has a fantastic population of Zongo people in Birmingham. They also have a massive center. We reach out to them and try to engage them, get them into the party, and also further up in Liverpool. So as the Zongo caucus, we're still reaching out, we're still working for the party, and we believe with the calls from those here, reaching out to the family and friends back home, sending our message, trying to get them convinced about the need to vote for the incoming president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. We hope come December 7th will be victorious. That's what we've been doing. And I must say, it's a fantastic program. I'm happy that we've had this opportunity to present forward the activities of the Zongo caucus. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Zongo caucus coordinator. Deputy Secretary, is Roger back now?
Roger is on already.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Good evening, comrade.
Good evening.
Good evening. I thank the organizers of this this very fantastic event. It's been already a successful one from the start. I can see the participation is great, and you realize even this is more than a rally. It's more or less like a mini victory rally. What I can see, but before I go, let me greet our honorable distinguished guests. I'm welcoming, first of all, the chairman of our great party, Honorable Fosu Ampofo. I welcome Mr. Honorable Haruna Idrisu, Mrs. Joyce Muta Bawa, our own Alice Segwefia, Honorable Alaji Alasambaba, UK Island Chairman, and our Her Excellency Zita Benson. To be brief, I really would say so far so good for us. We've done a good job. The feedback is very, very good. I can actually feel victory near. What we need not to do is to lapse or to relax or to believe that we've already gotten to the victory the line. We must push until the 9th of December. Even after the 7th of December, we must still stay vigilant until we are declared winners. There's no other result apart from declaring NDC winners of this year's election. So I will urge all of us to keep focus, keep the energy. We shouldn't lapse until we are declared victorious. And inshallah, I believe this is the only outcome of this coming up election. So I thank the organizers for this event, and I pray God keeps us all strong and healthy until we see John Mahama inaugurated as president on 7th January. Thank you very much, Honorable, and thank you, my comrades.
Thank you very much, Roger. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Morning Man.
Thank you, Roger.
Yes, so thank you, Mr. Thank you, Mr. Roger Boko, and for that speech. At this juncture, we're going to play one or two powerful NDC songs, and then we will continue with the speeches. We want to acknowledge the presence of some NDC dignitaries into this virtual rally. And I'm sure that you are having a very good time already with all the speeches we've had so far. Very powerful and energizing and very encouraging as well, that we will continue to work hard for victory. Thank you. And Mr. Aldusani, can we?
Yeah, yes, right. Who said that to you?
Okay. We are having our national anthem again as a prelude. Yeah.
Can't we increase? I was told we could take 1,000.
Strengthen unity.
Hey, Azu.
Hey, Azza.
Michael.
A soundbite of our incoming Vice President,
the entire rank and file of the NDC,
Professor Nana Opoku Agyeman,
and general public for their incredible support and
please let us all mute our mics. Please let us all mute our mics. Thank you.
And those spoken in private, I'm grateful to all of you. We are all aware that much as many have come before me, you've heard a lot of their names. Many have come before me. This is the first time in our history that
Michael,
a
we need
major
to mute
political party
everyone.
nominated a woman on its ticket to become vice
Nana, the owner who can say the one.
assure the leadership and
Don't let
rank
this
and
go
file of
already.
the
What is
party.
important is always your
But I come to
Please, let us mute our mics, please.
Secretary, you can do that. You can mute the mic for everyone, please.
I always count on your support and guidance. This is a journey we will take together. Your Excellency, John Dramani Mahama, your singular decision to select me as your running mate has generated a whole web of responsibilities, a whole web of responses rather, and debates in this country. And I keep saying that I didn't know that my name would create such an atmosphere. But importantly, out of all the debates, the major point for me is the new focal point for girls and women. You have respected women. The women of Ghana will not forget. The youth will remember. Generations to come will commit your decision to memory and make it a reference point. We will partner with our men and youth, as we always have done, and work hard to achieve peace in our land, because that is the best way to respond to this high recognition. Thank you very much.
A soundbite by His Excellency, our incoming President, John Dramani Mahama.
Alhaji Mahama Idrisu, representing our founder, Jerry John Rawlings, and our Council of Elders, our National Chairman, our General Secretary, Right Honorable Second Deputy Speaker, Right Honorable former Speaker of Parliament, the Honorable Minority Leader, Chairman and members of our National Campaign Team for Election 2020, members of our National Executive Committee, my media friends, our invited guests, party activists and food soldiers, assorted national groups, ladies and gentlemen, on a day like this, we can't help but remember many of our kids who have contributed their quota to bring us to this point, but who no longer are with us. The list is too long, but I acknowledge in particular my teacher, my friend, my comrade, my mentor, Professor John Ivan Sata Mills, of blessed memory, my able Vice President,
It's gone silent. What's going on?
Forward and seek your future development. Our goal of victory until the end. Charlie, stay with them.
From victory unto victory.
And this is Charlie, stable democratic Ghana, our unity from victory unto victory. The NDC, stable democrat. I'll do a remix about this one with Shatta Wale. Yeah.
Okay. Let's continue. Mike is trying to sort out the Zoom issue. So now proceed with the branch chairpersons. So start with North London chairperson, Madam Bridget Asante. Over to you. Hello. Actually.
Sis, unmute yourself.
North London chairperson, can you unmute yourself?
Sorry, is it me? Oh,
yes,
sorry.
please.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That was quite quick. All right, hold up.
Okay.
I was in another meeting. Okay. Okay, hold up. I'm not so clued up on everybody's name, so let me get into it. So let me sort of do it briefly. Thank you, honorables, for coming down today. It's actually a momentous day. I really do thank our chapter chairman for actually arranging this rally. One thing about political parties is instead of us actually looking to the future, we actually go back to the past. Currently, everybody is trying to figure out the way forward. Yesterday, I did a show with youths that were actually born here, and I think sometimes we forget that their heritage is the way forward, regardless of the people in Ghana. And I think because our party is a democratic party, I feel that is the angle we should look towards. I was quite pleased to see a lot of women, because normally in politics you see a lot of men in prominent positions. And I pray this rally actually empowers women to actually realize that we have more to offer than being in the kitchen. I thank the honorable ladies. It's not that I disregard the men, but you guys have been in politics for a very long time. So it makes it quite easy for you to actually do what you want to do. But it's always been said that behind a successful man is always a woman. And the funny thing is the women that actually moves the men forward. I thank the chapter chairman for actually bringing this together. And I appreciate him for canceling his meeting last week in order for me to do mine. And I hope by 2020, this December, our flag bearer actually wins so that we can actually move the country forward. Because unfortunately, as much as we are deceived that the current party is doing their best, it's just smokes and mirrors. And that was what they did in 2016 that they won. And now we have to actually take the illusion from people to realize If we do not take them out of power, we are going to be stuck in the dark ages. And thank you for attending this rally, and thank you for your time. And let's move forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Chairperson. And Chairperson. The chapter secretary, Togwe, will speak on behalf of South London. So, Dominic Kimbang.
Hello, good evening, comrades.
Good evening.
Yeah, may I take this time to welcome all our eminent guests that have joined this meeting from Accra and all over the world. I will skip the protocol, but all protocols observed. On behalf of the branch NDC South London Chairman, Councillor Dominic Ingba, who is currently in Accra to attend his uncle's funeral, I stand in to speak on this occasion. My name is Togbi Aja, the branch secretary. So in this meeting, we have the branch organizer, that is Mr. Malik Dramani Mahama. We have the treasurer, Mr. John Fiajo. We have the women organizer, Mrs. Eugenia Jackson Coffey. We have the youth organizer, Ms. Fozia Sogo, and we have the welfare officer, that is Ponaba, Helen Adonkogo. We also have the communications officer, that is Mr. Silvanus Womino. I think the branch is fully represented in this meeting. So I will start the report from the branch. South London branch, we usually call it London South branch. The branch was inaugurated on the 23rd of May, 2015. So this branch is 5 years old. So we started as a branch with 28 members initially, but as of now, we have over 160 members on the register, but we have a target. We hope to achieve 200 membership before the election. So we are working hard recruiting members. So the branch has some projects that I need to let you know about. The youth wing has a project, a mental health project, that is to support Pantan Hospital in Accra. So the branch, in collaboration with the youth wing, the youth officer, or the youth wing, we have raised some money. We managed to raise over £1,000 to support Pantan Hospital, the mental health patients. So this donation is yet to take place in Accra. So we are arranging to do that. Also, the women's wing of the branch, in the leadership of Mrs. Eugenia Jackson Coffey, the women's wing embarked on massive recruitment drive. So that is the project they are doing towards the election for John and Jane ticket this year. Now we move on to the branch project itself. As a branch, under the leadership of the chairman, Councillor Dominic Ingban, we are raising money to adopt some constituencies in Ghana. So as of now, the fundraising is still going on. And we have adopted 4 constituencies in Ghana. The first one is the Okankwe North constituency. The PC is Comrade Teresa Ladi Awuni. The second constituency we have adopted is Ayensuano constituency in the Eastern region. The PC is Comrade Teddy Nanayao Adi. The third one is Adenta constituency. And the PC in Adenta is Comrade Mohammed. So the fourth one is Daboya Makarigu constituency. We have Honorable Shaibu Mahama as the PC there. So the branch is, we have two more constituencies under consideration for adoption. So we are also deliberating to adopt two in addition to the four. Our fundraising is still going on. So we hope to finish off this fundraising by the end of this month, and then we can support these constituencies financially and also fiscally if we are in Ghana to support the campaign and the election. So as a branch, we also take part in all chapter activities. The recent COVID-19 fundraising that the chapter organized to support JM's PPE program, the branch took part and we supported this fundraising massively. Also, the current fundraising donation cards going on by the chapter. The chapter has also got a vision to support the campaign by donation cards. South London is fully support. We have fully supported this donation card, and we are also leading in the number of people who are actually buying cards to support the campaign. So in short, we as a branch South London, in the midst of COVID, we have been organizing our meetings. Before COVID, we organized our meetings every month in Stockwell. But in the midst of COVID, we thought it wise not to leave, or to stay idle or stay at home. But we decided to go online. We organized our first Zoom meeting. That was our first. We had a little bit technicalities as to whether we are going to be successful or whether it's safe for the party. But in the end, we pulled it and the meeting was very successful. The first meeting we organized, we were about 30 people who joined. So that was a success story for South London branch. And since then, we have been organizing meetings every month. So our next meeting is just on the 7th of November on Zoom as well. And we have invited two key speakers. Her Excellency Zita Benson is one of our speakers who has joined this meeting now. And lawyer Benedicta Lassie is the second main speaker. And all the four constituencies that we have adopted, all the PCs will be joining the meeting to share a word or two with us. So, comrades, we invite all of you to join South London meeting on the 7th of November. And I wish, on behalf of the branch, we wish the chapter very well. We can see that this rally is quite impressive. It's a success. So thank you, the leadership of the chapter, Alaji Alasan Balba, for coming out with this innovative idea, Zoom rally, where we can also, hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, that's right. So I'll just be sure to say thank you, the chapter, for organizing this rally for all of us. Thank you very well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's okay. Yeah. The next speaker is Milton Keynes chairman, Comrade Conrad Dumba. Over to you. Comrade Conrad.
Yes, my apologies. I was firing away on mute.
No, okay. Okay.
Eyezu.
Eyeza.
Eyezu.
Eyeza.
Eyeza.
Zuzu. Zuzu.
It is a fantastic day. And, thanks to the visionary leadership of the chapter, we are holding a rally on Zoom, a virtual rally. That tells us the resilience we have as a party, as a people, and as a chapter. Before I go firing away, first and foremost, I have to do the right thing. All protocol observed, fellow comrades, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you fraternal greetings from the almighty city of Runabouts, the city of Milton Keynes. Next time, we will bring you a concrete cow. It is a pleasure, a month away from our victory, to be in the midst of August comrades. We know we have gone into the hinterlands. We have worked hard. We have sowed the seeds. We have watered the seeds. The plant have grown. Now is the harvest time. We have our sickles, we have our baskets, and we are going to harvest victory. Victory is assured. The mood of the country is set for change. No two ways about that. The rescue mission is on course. And this failed elephantic government has proved that all the noise they made was just that, noise. This great tradition has delivered to Ghana like never before. And we are all proud of the record of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. In the space of 4 years, the transformational leadership has changed Ghana. The noisemakers who thought they could do better are now quiet. Those who voted for better are now looking at Sankofa. And we believe that together, holding hands, moving forward to claim the victory that is rightfully ours, nothing can stop us. Previous speakers have said we cannot rest on our laurels. We cannot let the oars down. We have to sail the ship to shore. We have to make sure the votes are counted, and we have to make sure victory is declared for John Dramani Mahama and Professor Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman. Victory is ours. We have worked for it. My colleague, comrades, and brothers from North London and South London have talked a lot. I know a lot of us in the UK have done a lot towards the victory of this party. In my own little branch, we have sponsored the Upper West region with 10,000 cities, 80% of it fulfilled. The next 20% will be finished in the next week or so. We have also incidentally pledged 8,000 Okaikwe North, and we've honored 4,000 of that. The remaining 4,000 will be dispatched within the next week or two. I know many branches are doing more. Many people in my branch are contributing to party funding cards directly or indirectly. Many others in the UK are doing a yeoman's job. I want to thank the communication officer and his deputy, our comrades, Owusu deputy and comrade Simon, for the fantastic job they've done in the UK, drumming up support, making sure panelists are available to open the eyes of the diaspora to the oncoming, the victory that is on our hands. Nothing can stop us now except ourselves. And so now is the time for us to continue to reach out to our brothers and sisters in the hinterland. Now is the time for us to call our families and call out the vote on 7th December to secure the change. We have victory on the plate. Let us not let it fall. Let us not repeat it 2016. The people of Ghana will not forgive us if we do that. We shall prevail, and we will prevail because we have won, we have worked, and we have justified coming back into power to change the shape, face, and fortunes of our dear country. Comrades, ladies and gentlemen, let us march to victory, knowing that nothing can stop us. We shall prevail, inshallah, 7th January 2021. His Excellencies John Dramani Mahama and Professor Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman shall reign for the good of Ghana and for the good of all. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Let this rally continue. Thank you and good night.
The next to speak is Sheffield chairperson, Francis Aqua, Comrade Francis Aqua. If you are there, unmute yourself. Comrade Francis Aqua. Francis Ako.
Hello.
Hello.
Francis has another assignment to speak on radio.
Okay.
And he asked either myself or his treasurer to say a few words. But
Okay.
I guess this treasurer is not around.
Uh-huh.
I'm not an executive, but I will stand in to just say a few words on behalf of Sheffield.
Is that Dr. Akwargo?
Yes, please.
Okay, over to you. Over to you.
So thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Thank you, the organizers, for this historic event. I think a lot of people have alluded to the fact that this is a novel platform. I mean, this is the first of its kind. So I won't say much about that. I will just thank you for making this initiative. And I'm sure this is not going to be the first and the last. I would also like to thank our invited speakers from Ghana. So all protocol observed. Sheffield probably is the youngest branch, if I'm not mistaken, but we are very, very strong and growing very, very fast. So we are quite very united. We've realized the number of Ghanaians who are living in Sheffield. And so we have put up a strategy to move in the direction of the NDC vision. So, so just to say that our priority is to continue to mobilize the youth, continue to mobilize Ghanaians living in Sheffield, and encourage them to join the party. I mean, being in the diaspora, people may argue that we don't vote, but don't forget that we have families back home. And once you are an NDC member and you live in the diaspora, it has a rippling effect. So we indirectly vote. And if not because of the COVID, we would have all flown back home to vote. So for Sheffield, recruitment is our priority. So we have, this year, we have really increased our numbers. And like the South London branch, we have also realized that without funds, the noise that we are making about gaining power would never be materialized. So we have decided to also adopt 2 constituencies in Ghana, constituencies that we think that we were very, very strong, and the MPP accidentally gain power from our hands. So we want to make sure we regain power from those constituencies. So we have adopted 2 constituencies to support them with some resources that will help them to be able to achieve the goal that we've set for ourselves. And so without much ado, I think this is what that Sheffield is doing. If the chairman was here, he would have cataloged the number of things that we have planned for ourselves. But just to say that overall, we are supporting the national executive. I'm talking about the UK national executive. We know how powerful our chairman is, Alassane Mbalba, continue the good work. We would always be around to support you, and that would translate into votes. And inshallah, by January 7th, we will all be rejoicing, and our effort will not be in vain. So thank you very much, and I wish everybody a fruitful discussion.
Okay, thank you very much, Doc. Point of correction, Sheffield is not the youngest branch.
Okay.
We have a Republic of Ireland riding, a lot of them springing up. So
Right,
you were
great.
inaugurated in 2014, thereabout. You are not the youngest. Okay, the next person to
Hello.
speak. Oh,
Hello, Mr. Alassane.
yes.
Yes, please, this is Farhan Suhaini, research assistant to the Honorable Haruna Idrissa.
Yes, you are welcome.
Yes,
You're welcome.
yes.
Yeah.
Please,
It's
leader
honorable.
wants you to inform you.
Pardon
Yes.
me?
Leader wants me to inform you that he will join you in maybe 20 minutes time.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Okay, great. Yes. The next to speak is Hall chairperson, Alexis. Comrade Alexis, unmute your phone. Alex,
Yeah, thank you, Chairman.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm grateful for the opportunity, and I just want to thank you for the good initiative that the chapter has taken to carry on this event. It's a very laudable idea, and we are grateful that at least we've had a good membership. In relation to the team, which is just the Jane and John ticket, we all have seen that this is a very credible ticket that can help us meet our aspiration of taking over the means of governance. Governance to restore Ghana to its noble position of trying to promote our democracy. In terms of this adventure and then the issue of moving this thing forward, the flag bearer made that call for people all around to try to support the move by trying to adopt branches and then do whatever little way that we can to move this forward. Hall branch, little as we are, that is what we responded to. And for some of the issues, when it was down to the registration exercise, which we realized you need to be on the register to be able to vote. And so looking at that aspect, we felt it was important to take a move and help people back in Ghana, even though we are here and we cannot get there. We felt there was that need. And Hall branch, we mobilized our little resources, little as we are, and try to offer some hand to the Laura constituency and Nanam constituency to, by way of financial support, to make sure that that exercise was fruitful. Thankfully, after the exercise, when we got in touch, they said, oh yes, it has been successful. And we are grateful to that. And what we are now looking at is the campaign. We want to clinch power. And it's not necessarily down to any other thing, but down to the branches. And that is where our focus is now again. And as a branch, even though we don't have great numbers, but we have decided to adopt Nanam constituency. We'll be able to send down some items in terms of t-shirts and then aprons and other paraphernalia to help the campaign effort. And we're still in touch to see how things are going so that in one way or the other, we can also make our impact to make sure that we claim that victory that we need. So as a group, I will encourage all of us just to hearken to that call to adopt a branch, to adopt a constituency, to do our little bit and our little effort to make sure that we make this a reality. Because anything on platform, anything on anything, yes, it's important on social media, but it's more important to be on the doorstep, the door-to-door. But unfortunately for us here, we cannot be on the door-to-door because we are in the diaspora. So the only thing we can help is either financially in one way or the other, trying to get people to get to the doorstep to make our dream a reality. So I encourage all members to make that move and let us make it a victory that we are dreaming for come 7th January 2021. Thank you, and greetings from Paul.
Okay, thank you, Comrade Alexis. The list of branches is not mentioned in any particular order. We are just mentioning them. So don't feel offended if you are not called yet. So the next to speak is Telford chairperson, Comrade Ken Johnson. If you are here, can you unmute your phone? Comrade Ken Johnson. Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Look, comrade. Our chairman is on different assignment, please.
Okay. So
Hello.
good. Hello.
And this is Augustine. I'm the branch organizer, Telford.
Okay. Okay.
Good evening, comrade. Good evening, the house.
Good evening.
Yeah. Our chairman is on a different assignment, so he's asked me to step in a little bit and say a couple of words. Actually,
that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Good evening, senior comrades, and good evening, Ghana, and good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Yes,
sir.
Yeah, we have the Telford branch have been doing a lot. We've been organizing ourselves. We have we've got few branches back at home. There are a few constituencies as well, which we have decided to support. So we've been doing a lot on that. Actually,
that. This guy's exactly.
Please, Robert Akparibu, please mute yourself.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Hello.
Hello, Comrade Augustine.
Hello. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, there's a bit of confusion going on there. Yeah. So we have held a series of meetings actually, where we had Honorable Alex Egbefia the last time on Zoom. He was our main speaker the last time when we spoke, and then obviously we're winning. All the signs are showing that we're winning. So we've organized ourselves financially to support. We have selected 5 constituencies back at home that we have decided to support. We've actually sent some monies. I just wouldn't want to disclose how much money has been sent, but we've been doing a lot on that ground as well. So that's it so far for now. Thank you. Thank you, Senior
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The next to speak is Reading Chairman Nana Otufrija. If you are here, can you unmute yourself?
Okay. Good evening to you all.
Good evening. Nana, let me just make this quick announcement. Please, we have exceeded our limit, so can we please share it on with our networks on other platforms, because we can't take more people on this Zoom meeting. Thank you. So Nana, over to you.
Okay, thank you very much. Good evening to you all, fellow Academicians. All protocol observed. Hi. On behalf of Reading branch, I will take this opportunity to express our sincere thanks to the chapter leadership for organizing this important event for us to be part of the campaign trail going on in Ghana. In fact, I have personally been following the campaign trail going on in Ghana. And there is every absolute confidence that we are definitely winning December 7th elections by God's grace. God has really made the ground fertile for us, and People's Manifesto is actually going down very well with the people of Ghana. What is left for us to do is to continue our good and strategic campaign, so that we can win, we can restore power from the MPP coming December 7th. My advice to everyone is that we can't relent on our good work that we are doing now. We need to forge ahead and work harder, because victory is not won on a silver platter. So we should work very hard. That is very, very important that we do to gain power from super incompetent family and friends, government, and then the lies that they are peddling. We should counter, devise a strategy to counter all these. In fact, we Reading, we are supporting every effort and every strategies that are being put in place, both national and the chapter, to ensure that we win victory. Individually, we have been supporting some constituencies in individual basis, which is going on very well. And we hope to continue till we get the power at long last. I've got a very big request from our leaders and all NDC members that these people and the MPP, we cannot take them for granted. In fact, they are doing everything that they could to regain power. I will request that our IT system should be very, very effective. If we need power in December 7, our IT systems should be very, very effective. We shouldn't rely on any other thing rather than we working very hard on the election day till we are declared winners. So this is the request that we have as Reading Brand. I will say that with God on our side, the victory is going to be. NDC victory is coming again. Thanks to you all. Thanks NDC. Victory for NDC and victory for all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nana. That's a powerful one. So the next to speak, let's speed up because our invited guests will be waiting now. The next to speak is Birmingham Chairman, Comrade Yakubu Ibrahim, if you are here. Comrade Yakubu Ibrahim, Birmingham Chairman.
Thank you very much, Chairman Mbalba. Let me first of all acknowledge our special guest, our National Chairman, Honorable Ofosu Ampofo, Minority Leader, Honorable Haruna Idrisu, our own International Relations Director, Honorable Alex Segbefia, Madam Zita Benson, Madam Joyce Bauer, and then our chapter chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, and brothers and sisters, we in Birmingham is assuring you that the fire of NDC is burning in Birmingham area. And everyone is aware of what is going on. We now know the truth from the lies. When MPP came into power, before they came to power, they told a lot of lies. They told a lot of lies because they said when they come, they will not borrow. But today, we all know the debt, our debt to GDP ratio today, which is about 77%. They told us that when they come, they will build 350 schools. They haven't even built even one school. They said when they come, they will build hospitals. Not single hospital has been built. So we know the difference between NDC and MPP. So we in Birmingham is not relenting in our efforts to support our brothers and sisters back home. We've advised our members to support the constituencies from which they come from in Ghana. So if you come from a constituency in Ghana, try and support that constituency, even one branch. Apart from that, the branch itself, Birmingham branch itself, has a project. We have we are supporting 2 constituencies in Ghana. We are supporting Y West constituency and then Y East constituency. So we know that all the lies that they peddled during when they were in opposition is now catching up with them. Now that they are in power, they've now seen that it's not as they thought. But they are still continuing the lies, and we have to stop them. And we can only stop them in December 7th. So in December 7th, all their lies will finish when President Mahama comes back to power. And we cannot just rest on our laurels. We have to remember that we know the intentions of the EC. We have to be very, very, very vigilant. We have to be vigilant because she said she's a Christian, therefore we should trust him. We shouldn't. We should not trust her. We trust her to our own problems. So I want to stop here by saying that the victory can only be realized if on election day we are very vigilant and police the ballot boxes and make sure that all our members come out to vote. Thank you very much.
The last speaker, branch chairperson of the Republic of Ireland, Comrade Emmanuel Yanko, if you are here, and let's take to the 2 minutes. Comrade,
okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. Good evening, and good evening to welcome to all our guest speakers. Just as it was mentioned, we are the youngest among the lot, but then we are pulling out the strings. Chama is I allude to the fact that we're pulling our weight. We've been in constant, Zoom meetings. We've been party to the COVID contribution we did, and we're also working towards this chapter card that individuals are supposed to pick up. On our own, we have a target, and we are halfway gone past our target. In a couple of days, we will be doing the needful. Having said that, as individuals, I know some of us are helping their constituencies, which Chama is a known factor to the bit that perhaps I am doing within my constituencies. Aside that, we always encourage our members to be part of all these political discourse that are going on around all the media waves. And I see some people phoning in and others also sharing, and I think that is a good cause. With all that aside, what I can say is that we should urge our people back home and make sure that they go and vote on the day. At the same time, be on the vigilance, whilst we also do the bit that we can to support them, especially during the voting day, so that they will not be in the need of their lunch, their breakfast, and their dinner. Having said that, I will leave it to the big men, because they said in my language that where the big are, the young doesn't speak much. Thank you very much, and God bless us all.
Chapter Secretary, if you are here, can you just mention the chapter campaign committee, and then all Alex Secretary will sort them in, and then we'll move to the next item. let's stop.
Chairman, I think we have Luton Chairman here.
Play some music. Interlude.
So music, and then the introduction of the campaign team, and then the swearing in, and then we'll move to the next item.
Hello, Mr. Alasan. Hello.
Yes.
Hello, Mr. Alasan.
Yes.
Yes. Leader is about joining you now.
Excellent. Excellent. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. All right.
So.
Hello, Alasan. I'm on now.
Yeah, good.
Alasan Mbalwa, Haruna.
Haruna, yes, yeah, sorry.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, great.
My pleasure and honor.
Thank you.
To be joining your dialogue series and your discussions on matters which affect our nation and matters to which we need to position our great
Haruna, please hold on 1 minute. Haruna.
Hi.
Hold on 1 minute. Hold
on.
Chairman, please let the music go off. You know, Haruna's time is not easy.
Yeah,
so if he's on now, let's just cut through the normal issues.
Okay.
And then let him speak so that he's free to then go back.
Okay.
Is that my chairman?
Who again?
Okay.
I recognize your voice and the uniqueness of it.
Yeah. Okay, comrade. We have Honorable Haruna Idrisu in the house now. I know the other dignitaries were here already. Honorable Alex Segefia. I don't have. I think Chairman and the other speakers are here. So let's pause the music here. And then if Honorable Leader want to speak and then take leave of us, or if you have time to stay for the next hour, then we'll follow the program as we have outlined it. So Honorable, it's over to you. Do you want to speak now, or we should just follow?
Yes, I like to speak now.
Yeah,
and
because I'm told you are very busy.
And I won't be able to do an hour. I have to prepare for some activity here and then travel to Salga for the launching of the campaign of Zuera, one of your own who is standing for elections in Salga. That's my major activity and event for the weekend.
Okay. So, Honorable, let me just introduce you briefly. You don't need any formal introduction, but Honorable is somebody I've known for over 30 years, if I'm not mistaken, dating back to our days at Navrongo Secondary School, up to university. And as we all know, he was a National NUCS president. He went on to become the communication officer under John Mahama. He was first appointed as trade and later on moved to Ministry of Employment. And now is the youngest minority leader in the history of Ghana. And here we have him in our midst tonight, just to try and energize our chapter so that we'll continue working hard to make sure that we kick President Akufo-Addo-led government out of office come December 7th. So, comrades, let's welcome the Honorable Minority Leader, Haruna Idrisu. Over to you. You are welcome, Honorable Member.
Yeah, Mbalwa, let me thank you for those warm complimentary words and thank the London chapter of the NDC for your continuous support and solidarity to the NDC party. You have remained a major stalwart, indeed a tower of strength to the NDC. Dating back, I recall in 2001 when we had to work with Alex Egwefia and co with the London branch, and Ebby Connie then leading the USA branch. Let me just assure you that Excellency John Dramani Mahama is poised to return to the Jubilee House as President of our Republic come January 7th. The Dagombe say that if you chase a tortoise into a young mouse and you are not able to catch it, that is your shame. Where we have gotten to with Nana Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, I can only liken it to a tortoise in a yam farm. The MPP and Nana Addo Dankwa and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia can only be the NDC to two issues: fraud in the process of the election as an outcome, and then heavy dose of financial resources. That is all to it that they have an advantage more than the NDC. We will be able to check the electoral associated fraud. We are more determined than we were in 2016 when we all left things ajar. We will police the electoral process at every level of the polling station and trust that we will return an outcome which will be one irresistible conclusion of swearing in John Dramani Mahama as President of the Republic. Speaking as minority leader, I believe that if elections were conducted today, if we were to be the Westminster system, we're sure that we could back some 36 to 47 seats as a minority. But plus or minus 3, 6, 7 seats, we may also lose, but we look very good. Our target is to be able to win 47 additional more seats, if not 55. And as I speak to you today, I'm confident that 36 of it is grabbable, and we can grab it. You can look for, if you want to doubt my statistics, just add 5 from Northern Region, 8 from Central Region, 8 from Western Region, 3 from the Upper West Region, and then 4 in Greater Accra Region, and then you are almost close to the statistics that I have shared. I haven't even come to the Brown Half Region. So the prospect looks very good. Now, it's important that we share with you some of the governance issue to which Excellency John Dramani Mahama is far ahead of Nana Addo Dankwa. Now, one, today as we speak to you, Ghana is a debt distress or debt risk country as declared by the IMF and the World Bank. Our debt to GDP ratio is estimated to be around 76.7% end of year. At the time that Excellency John Dramani Mahama left office, Ghana's total debt, as audited by the Auditor General, was 120 billion Ghana cedis. As of today, the NPP have added our loan portfolio is 263 billion, about 43 billion US dollars, operating at 23.20 for external debt and domestic debt. Now, even with this debt, they are still hiding a lot of numbers from the Ghanaian public. I mean, take for instance, the banking sector expenditure, which is over 21 billion. That has not been added to government expenditure. They also are piling up and accumulating arrears. So when you hear them say that they are superior managers of the economy, just dismiss it.
I can't hear what you're saying.
All right, are we on?
Yeah, we are on. We are on.
And then you can come to infrastructure development, and I link it to debt. At least for the NDC, even if we borrow, you can look at Terminal 3 at Kotoka as a product of borrowing. You can look at Damangu Fufulsu Road as a product of borrowing. You can look at expansion of rural electrification to over 5,000 communities, bringing the national average to 78-82% at the time that we left office. You can look at the port expansion project, both at Tema and Takoradi, as part of the debt portfolio. You can look at regional hospitals, Greater Accra Regional Hospital, Bolga, Wa, and there are many other district hospitals, up to 18 of them. It's also part of the debt portfolio, not talking about other interventions in road infrastructure. Now, for government, your primary role is to create an enabling environment for the private sector to thrive and for the private sector to create the needed jobs that we need. I think that President Mahama at the time was too sincere to the core. I mean, if you take, for instance, Nana Addo Dankwa saying that free senior high school, that seems to be his most celebrated success story. And I dare say that even his free senior high school could not have been possible without NDC Excellency Mahama's intervention in the education sector. We provided the infrastructure for classrooms. We provided the infrastructure for accommodation for the people. That is making that social good possible. And therefore, they could not even have achieved it without an input from the previous NDC. But don't forget, the danger is that in 5-10 years, Nana Addo Dankwa will come and appreciate that he's spending money on numeracy and literacy, not human capital, because that investment is not properly gauged. And that investment, if we don't watch it, I mean, take the United Kingdom, Australia, or anywhere in the world, you need to conduct a means test and use me as an example. My child should not benefit from free education against my watchman or my security because I earn better than the watchman. So you are only helping me save my money to be better than the watchman if you give me free education. So the universality of it, I think that still remains to be questioned. We should not shy away from saying that it is not a progressive policy going into the future. If you look at government allocation of annual budget funding amount of petroleum, a particular year, you can get 740 million going to free senior high school, physical infrastructure and education. Then health is 11 million Ghana cedis. That discrepancy must tell you that we are not investing the oil resources properly, as was envisaged by the Petroleum Revenue Management Act. At His Excellency John Dramani Mahama can credit himself that he created and built viable institutions. Take, for instance, Ghana Exim, which was supposed to help in export financing. We set it up at the time to recognizing that the economic headwind of the private sector is access to credit and the cost of credit. You'll be amazed how much this money is being spent because they simply don't even understand what the object and motive was. So, for instance, in our 2020 manifesto, we have said, for instance, there will be irrigation development to ensure year-round agriculture in parts of the country, particularly northern Ghana. And in Balba, this must interest you. Recently, when Nana Addo Dankwa visited the Upper East region, he went to Tamne. That irrigation project started in 2013 under Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I say authoritatively without fear of contradiction that iPolicy initiated that project together with Mpuem in the central region, which didn't happen because I left trade, Amate in the eastern region, and then there was supposed to be Nasia Lebuga in the northern region, then Pagaza Sabare. We have put all this into our 2020 manifesto to be financed or funded from the Ghana Exim. There are other expenditure items. That's the difference with John Mahama today. Ghana Infrastructure Fund, which was set up, and we allocated 2.5% of VAT. They have come to drill it. We will reignite it and make sure that it's able to support a private-public partnership. Now, job creation remains fundamental to every economy and to the success of every president and to the success of every government. Myself and you owe Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC every good in supporting him to initiate policies that will enable the private sector create the needed job as an incubator of jobs. To do so, my honest view is that we have to depoliticize how entrepreneurship is developed in Ghana. And I believe Excellency John Dramani Mahama is capable of doing that. We should be able to identify ambassadors or excellent entrepreneurs, regardless, develop their capacity so that they can create the job. We are talking of a public sector where Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and the MPP lie that they have added 335,000 jobs. go to the budget of 2017. They reported a figure of 680,000 workers in the public service. If you added 380,000, then the public sector of Ghana should have been having over 1 million employment. Come again to the 2020 budget. That is not the case. It's an act of political dishonesty. Now, take for instance their pledge. Even if you take the MPP manifesto, their pledge was to double-digit grow the economy. The economy has not grown double-digit in the last 4 years. Probably they may have done better. What may happen in Ghana in the coming days is for the MPP to try to hide behind COVID with some reckless and irresponsible spending to say that COVID is responsible for the big hole in the economy. No, we will force them to share the numbers. This is COVID-related expenditure and then irresponsible, reckless expenditure of a government that was not mindful of a deficit and its relationship with inflation, its relationship with GDP as a percentage of revenue and GDP as a percentage of debt. So it looks very heartwarming. I've had the privilege to join Excellency John Dramani Mahama at least in a few regions of his tour. And my personal attitude is when he visits a particular constituency, I'll do my own assessment and tick, this is winnable, or we have won this. At the time I left the Upper West region with him, I was convinced that some 3 more seats have come, even though I didn't participate in 3 more constituencies. So I'm not able to give my verdict on it, but it looks very good. In the northern region, we believe strongly that Savulugu, Saboba, Bumpurugu, Wulensi, Bimbla are winnable. I didn't even add that to the statistics that I gave you. In the Greater Accra region, next week, Excellency John Dramani Mahama will launch a new style of campaign. In the Greater Accra region, we have decided with him that he would have a different approach to the election. The candidate that wins Greater Accra, that will be Excellency John Dramani Mahama, wins the 2020 elections. The rest will just be mathematically, they will win in Ashanti and Eastern region. We win in Northern region and Volta, and to cancel each other off. But we need to be more focused and not be distracted. Now, look at what has happened. Many of you are brought, you bring in what they call the salvage car sometimes. As soon as Excellency John Dramani Mahama announced it, they are struggling to own it. As soon as he said that he will legalize Okada, they are trying to own it. So at least the advantage is that John Mahama's manifesto is working even when he hasn't assumed office as president. It means that they themselves achieved that there are some laudable, low-hanging fruits in the manifesto. He promises to provide at least within his tenure 250,000 jobs within the 4 years, amounting to some 1 million jobs under the Big Push program. And I believe that we are capable of it. We should be doing agro-processing much more aggressively. I was giving you the example of Tamale, your own Upper East region. The idea of building the Tamale airport was to make it an export hub for horticultural commodities. That's why it was important to do the irrigation in that area, including Nasia and Lebga, so that farmers in the northern zone can cultivate crops that you can send to Europe or to Turkey or to America within 7 or 8 hours. Indeed, when we conceptualized this, as I recall, at that time, Dr. Nashiro, who became governor of the Bank of Ghana, I requested him and the Honorable Amadou Sorogo in 2013 to go to Germany, to Frankfurt, to study the cold store system, so that in both the Kumasi Airport and Tamale Airport, you would have built those cold stores to be able to support the value chain in the development of it. Now, it will mean that farmers in Northern region, Upper East and Upper West will look up to a new niche of a market. It will not just be Kakpara Nwala as Tamale traders will do. Once your product can be purchased abroad. So for foresight, I think that President John Dramani Mahama, Excellency, is far ahead of Nana Addo Dankwa. He's not running and he didn't run a family and friends government. I mean, look at COVID. We are questioning what was the risk for you to just give 10 million Ghana cedis to an entity belonging to your own in the name of 350,000 per person when you knew that nobody was dying out of it. It was just an avenue to loot and share. And therefore, we are very confident and optimistic that we'll win the 2020 presidential and parliamentary elections. What we need is for many of you to identify with constituencies. And when I say identify with constituencies, my attitude is that each person should pick a polling station. I mean, if you love John Mahama, win a polling station for him. Dedicate your resources, whether it's t-shirts, whether it's a motorbike, whether it's a banner, whether it's a scarf, just to a polling station in order to motivate persons in that area who can support his coming victory. So on agriculture, we need to do more. Energy, we have a proud record. I mean, I just read a World Bank review. The single highest foreign direct investment in the energy sector of $5.7 billion, the Sankofa oil fields happened under John Mahama with a partial risk guarantee from the World Bank. So we expanded access to energy. We ended Dumso, even though the MPP wants to own it. But it's important that many of you play the voice of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia when he said that John Mahama should not claim credit for dealing with a mess that he created. What was he referring to? You can look at the statistics in terms of access to rural electrification. We've done pretty more than they have done. Road infrastructure, we did our best. Alex Segbefia was Minister for Health. You'll be amazed many of the interventions he did to expand access to health infrastructure in the Ashanti region and parts in northern region. I've seen the president wanting to come and commission Tolong, Bupe. All that happened under Alex when he was Minister for Health. So preliminary, these are the issues. I'll be happy to answer some of your questions. And then this year, we have encouraged the party, and President John Dramani Mahama supports it, that microcredit for women, you know, Balba, myself and you are products of poverty. And we've never pretended what our backgrounds were yesterday. There are many of the women who are looking for just 1,000, 2,000 to start a trade, and they are able to feed themselves, assist their families with it. So there is in the manifesto the Zongo Development Fund, which is known as the Suyaya Fund, which will be launched by President Mahama in the first 30 days of the administration. We should get it going. And we are advocating strongly that in order to deal with some of those interventions, we may have to earmark money for the purpose of those authorities that were created. So I'll be happy to take questions at this point in time. On governance, we believe that we can strengthen Parliament, make it more accountable, more responsive, and more transparent. We have a challenge, and it's a national challenge, monetization. When you hear Nana Dankwa and the MPP talk about vigilantism, if you see a minister shoot a gun at a polling station, it means the minister has reduced herself to a vigilante. What happened if you have a law on vigilantism which didn't work and didn't make her a victim? How can you tomorrow deal with an ordinary person who undermines it? We are a country governed by law. Even if you have a protest at a polling station, you must do it in accordance with law. We are concerned about the attitude at state capture. I mean, look at the judiciary. Loaded, both administrative and judicial officers worrying for the future of the country. When people lose faith in key government institutions like Parliament and the judiciary, then you can be looking forward to a worrying, fractured state or republic into the future. Monetization of our democracy, not too helpful. Our political parties, including NDC, is guilty, but at least the incident and magnitude of money, as we are seeing from the MPP, never before in the life of our fourth republic have we seen what is happening. Over abuse and exploitation of incumbency, and everything is about money, 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 money. So thank you very much, audience, and I'll be happy to take a few questions from many of you. If there are youth empowerment and youth development remains key, and I should be concluding by saying that look at the MPP elephant size of government. I mean, how can you run a government with 125 ministers of state? Somebody takes the ear of the elephant, the other one takes the horn, the other one takes the tail. That is not prudent, and that is not good governance. It cannot be a measure of good governance. President Mahama has promised to downsize government, which will make a lot of savings that he believes will be used to support assemblymen and he thinks that he will deepen decentralization in that respect. So I'm on now, and I'll be happy to answer a few questions.
Okay, thank you very much, leader. We are very grateful. In fact, we didn't even make provision for questions, but since you want to take some few questions, over to you, Deputy Chapter Secretary, because I can't see those raising their hands. How many questions do you want to answer? Maybe 3? Yes, 3.
If they have no questions, they can just sing.
No, they have questions.
I have a question.
They have questions.
I have questions.
But I'm only worried that you may be overwhelmed with the questions.
Shani, I raised my hand. Okay.
I have a question.
Okay.
Hands raised.
Yes, I have a question. My name is Aziz from Nordic Chapter.
Yes, thank you, Aziz.
Yes, my name is Aziz Mensah from Nordic Chapter.
Let me come. Please, because this is a rally, not all of us are NDC. So our questions should be general. It shouldn't be something to do with our strategies. And then Honorable Leader will just take 3 questions. And then take leave of us, and then we'll continue.
And also, Chairman, let them know. Chairman, let them know that it's also live on social media,
it's also
Facebook,
live.
and so that
please,
our speakers should be mindful of their words.
To do with any strategy, general questions to do with the run of the economy. Okay. Any tropical political issue.
Okay. Hello. Good evening, Honorable. My question is on the issue with the dual citizenship. I just want to know if the NDC has any plans of dealing with this issue about dual citizenship not taking certain key positions as inscribed by the Constitution. I want to know your position on it as a legal expert, and also your opinion as the minority leader. Thank you very much.
Every Ghanaian is entitled to the full benefits of the rights and benefits guaranteed under the 1992 Constitution. And those rights are not divisible. And I believe that once you are a dual citizen, you are entitled to some benefit of office. But recall that it's about loyalty and allegiance to the state, which is provided for in the Constitution. The NDC believes that there will be a thorough constitutional review process and an amendment to the Constitution to incorporate and address many of these concerns. As it is now, the law does not allow it. We will respect the law, but I believe that we should amend the Constitution. Don't forget, it is the late D.F. Annan who was father to this principle of dual citizens benefiting from their rights and other opportunities under the Constitution when he was Speaker of Parliament. We've come far, but we need to have more deeper conversations on the subject in order to deal with it. So there will be a constitutional review process. We've just seen some portions even of the Constitution that require amendment, like this matter of electing DCs, this matter of ministers being members of Parliament, separating it. And if you take Article 131, matters relating to appeal as a matter of right. So I think that Ghana needs a developmental constitution. This has served our purposes, and I think that when we thoroughly review it, we'll be able to deal with some of these concerns. But as a law-abiding citizen, as it is now, the Constitution does not encourage and does not support what probably may be your wish.
Okay, thank you, leader.
The next person is Theresa Opokuwari. Please mute your mic.
Okay. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
Hi, Theresa.
Hello. My question is, it may review your strategy. Now, I don't want. I was going to ask an open question, but now I've changed it as a closed question. So, are we ready? Are we ready in a strong room to protect whatever we are doing there?
We are set up IT system, which have links to constituencies and to branches for purpose of the NDC party coalition as we monitor it against the Electoral Commission one. What happened in 2016 would never ever happen again.
Okay, thank you.
Our next person is Dr. Yakubu Salifu. Please unmute your mic.
Hello.
Hi, Yakubu.
Yeah, good evening, Honorable. Thank you very much for the wonderful work that you are doing. For
doing our best.
To come back. Yeah, my main worry has to do with members of parliament also serving as board members of state institutions. So normally I see that kind of conflict of interest and how it could prevent, corruption or maybe the oversight responsibility of members of parliament checking on the executive. Sorry, my boy is here disturbing.
Hello, Mike. I'm all for members of parliament serving on boards. I do not see that generating the kind of conflict of interest and there's corruption in. For instance, given my experience in trade, what's wrong if I were to chair the Free Zones Board, which I chaired before? So the principle that members of parliament should not serve, it is not a popular policy with me as Haruna Iddrisu. Even when the NDC was implemented it, I was one of those who strongly opposed it and objected to it. It depends upon where the member of parliament will fit in and what you want to be able to achieve. And don't forget, within the legal framework that governs board, there's always a provision for members to recuse themselves where they have an interest to avoid conflict of interest. I mean, if a subject was being discussed and you think that you have an interest in a contract, you are not supposed to take part in the proceedings of that board. I don't think that is a popular policy, and I don't share your view that MPs should not necessarily serve on board, but it should be limited. You don't have to put every MP on a board. I mean, Ghana has, and the NDC has huge human capital, well-educated, well-trained persons that can fit in. Where we have a person better than an MP, I would vote for that other person to be on that board or to chair that board. But there are circumstances where an MP may fit into a particular board. Take, for instance, maybe Atuforson or Adongo. You want to put any of them on the Financial Intelligence Center board, you're doing so because of their background or what role they played in the past. So it's not a not fit for purpose policy. I do think that it's doable, but limited, not absolute. Every MP, no, I don't support every MP must necessarily be on a board. What Ghana needs to do is to deepen accountability and transparency. The corruption is not necessarily, we've seen board chairmen do transactions like the GRA ones. What happened to him? An appointee of Nana Akufo-Addo, conflict of interest. He's gone home. Is to make corruption a high-risk activity and to punish it wherever possible, regardless whether the person belongs to your party or not.
Yeah. Thank you.
Can I ask a question?
Hold
Proceed. I'm ready.
Yeah, it's Martin.
People, there are hands raised, so I think we have to go according to that. But originally, Q&A is not part of this program. I don't know, Chairman, can we proceed with the Q&A or?
I can take two or three more.
Two or three more. Since the honorable leader wants to answer the question, let's give it. Yeah, two more questions. Two questions. Couple of questions or three, and then we'll move on.
If you want to ask a question, kindly raise up your hand using the.
Not everybody is on
hands
video.
are up for a very long time.
Not everybody is on video, so.
The two next persons we can take are Martin Togo and Freddie Togo and Kotubo, our chapter youth organizer. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, this Martin. Welcome, Mr. Haruna Iddrisu. You are doing a good job.
Much.
Yeah. There is one thing about NDC. We do a lot, but we don't know how to, we don't communicate very well. NPP has a strategy by saying a lot of lies, but we leave that lie to fester for long, maybe a month or 2 weeks before we counteract it, by which time it is harder to erase that lies. So it is more advice, than a question, that we should make sure that when last lies are spewed, immediately, maybe a day or that day, we fight it back. That's something I just want to share with you.
I don't think that's a question. I support you entirely, but you see, you have a media which is unfriendly and hostile to the NDC and friendly to the New Patriotic Party. Where originally we thought it was because of the historical roots of the NDC and the attitude of our past to the media, but it doesn't seem to be the case. We are doing our best, and now what you are doing, social media, nobody controls it. So let's all take advantage and get our message out. I think that there are limitations to how much anybody can use the media today to his advantage. And I appreciate the responsiveness of Sammy Gyamfi and his group. They've been very responsive. The national leadership of our party, Chairman of Uswampo and the General Secretary have been very responsive to the issues. The minority, we've done our part, giving our ranking members and responding to the issues. And I think generally we've been heard on many of the issues that we ought to be heard. It could be better though. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So one last question. Last question. Yeah.
Honorable.
Hi.
Honorable. Hi.
Yep.
My name is Freddie, Chapter Youth Organizer. As a youth leader, my major concern is the youth. As a minority leader and a very integral part of the country's system, if you look at what's happening in Ivory Coast, that the youth are demonstrating, and if you look at what's happening in Nigeria, Ghana has a very big trade with Nigeria, and also Ivory Coast is very close to us. And getting to the election and looking at how the Electoral Commission is doing, the uprising in Nigeria and Ivory Coast, as a minority leader, is this something that the minority is monitoring to do something about it so that it doesn't come to our country, or in our country, as it happened in Arab Spring, it happened in Arab. Okay, go ahead, please.
Only yesterday, I raised the issue on the floor of Parliament in contributing to a statement on the 75th anniversary of the United Nations. Unemployment remains the greatest threat to the peace and stability of Ghana. And we need to do something about it, and we need to act urgently about the growing unemployment. My view as former employment minister, which I've articulated strongly, if you recall, even in 2015, I publicly said that unemployment was a national security crisis. And we must, as a country, address it and create opportunities for young people. I do not share the view that we may be heading towards destabilization. However, we've warned the NPP that will not accept any attempt by them to subvert the sovereign will of the people of Ghana. Would only accept an outcome of an election that reflects the sovereign decision of the people of Ghana. What happened in 2016, no way. We're not going to accommodate that and sit aloof and they do anything as they pleases them. I've warned them that they don't have monopoly over violence and they don't have monopoly over the youth. We equally have controls, but I think all of us must commit to the stability, the peace and unity of our country. Excellency John Dramani Mahama have pledged that, and we've all pledged that, and we should work towards it. Yesterday I warned, in Guinea alone, 80 lives have been lost. La Côte d'Ivoire, not a good development. So Ghana can learn. That is why they must avoid initiatives that gives us that they want to capture the state. That will be resisted. That will be resisted. But I think that we all commit to the unity and stability of the state. Many of you, yes, it's difficult accessing me sometimes on phone. My phone number is +233-244-313. If I'm not picking, just send a text. Someday I'll be able to respond. +233 244 313 800. I hold it anywhere in the world, and sometimes it works for me. So if you have any concern or any issue, you can further reach out to me on +233 244 313 800. But normally a text is better for me. I hate to be seen on phone on the floor of Parliament. So I just can be looking at you ringing, and I won't go closer to the phone. And just like I've engaged with you, assuming I was engaged in a similar activity, I won't be able to pick up the phone. But once again, let me thank you all. Stay strong and be bold.
I just ask you a question before you go on,
about the. Go ahead.
And your number.
Allow her.
The number again. No, I'll give you the number. If you can't get, I'll give the number.
+233
244 +233 4 313 800.
800. Okay.
800. Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right. So sorry for the interruption, Honor.
Okay.
My name is Madam Shao. Yes. And my question to you is, I haven't heard so much about how women and children are protected in the People's Manifesto, apart from monies just being given to people.
For the first time ever, we have President Excellency John Dramani Mahama has picked Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman as running mate.
Yes.
And his commitment to elevate women issues to the highest level of our public discourse and to give women their pride of place, not only in our body politic, but in matters of public administration. There are outstanding issues on spousal rights. There are outstanding issues on affirmative action affecting women because of the patriarchal nature of our society. All that will be addressed. And remember, it's only under Excellency John Dramani Mahama that more women serve in cabinet ever in the history of our fourth republic. So even if you look at chief executive officers, he did his part, and that can only be deepened. I mentioned the issue of more empowerment for women, not just financial empowerment, but social and economic.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Can I just ask a
No.
That's okay.
I'm available. It's left to you
people. Just a short one, very short one.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Honorable said that the media is not friendly to our party. Can we find out what we did wrong and how are we going to get back to them so that they can be favorable to us?
At least myself and Alex Segbefia, they are friendly to us. You see, it's the interpersonal relationship. It's the way some of our colleagues relate to them. I mean, if I have any news, trust me, I'll get it out. And I'll get it carried as much as possible. A few of them are professional, others are not professional. Some of us are not cultivating them as good enough as we should be doing. So once again, let me wish you all well and assure you that Excellency John Dramani Mahama is far ahead of Nana Addo Dankwa in the 2020. Like a year ago, they think they will have cool chop. Today, we are close to the day of reckoning, and I'm very optimistic about the prospects of the party. You can take example, Tamale Sab, you hear the MPP candidate. He will not even win one polling station, but when you get frightened sitting in London, when you hear that an MPP candidate says he's winning one polling station out of 183, he would not win. I'm not even running the election as if I have an opponent. But if you are not careful, you get carried away with some of the things you read on the media. There are a few threads we need to work at, and not a matter of strategy to be shared. So bless you all, and thank you very much.
Thank you,
sir. God bless you.
And to my senior colleague Alex Segbefia, he's been a fantastic, marvelous colleague and brother and senior. He's never abandoned his roots since his landing days as chairman of your London branch. May we produce more of Alex Segbefias amongst you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Harun, this type of Harun.
All right, so God bless. Yes. Alex.
This type of praise should come from a woman, not you.
Should come from.
Thank you. Take care. Okay.
Mr. Alex Segbefias, the icon of UK and Ireland.
He's gone now. So, Mike, let's continue with the program. Story of the campaign committee. I think they have been doing a fantastic job. So we need to formally acknowledge them so that they'll continue to deliver whatever they are doing for the chapter. So, Mike, if you are there back, can you name the members of the campaign team, and our own Alex Segbefias will show. Mike, are you back? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Chairman, I don't think he's even on.
What about Audu? Okay, then I'll do that. So, comrades, as part of our strategies to contribute our quota to this year's electionary campaign, we came out with our own campaign team. I'll just mention their names briefly. Myself, the deputy, the secretary, the vice chair, women's organizer, the former chairperson, chapter chairperson, Mr. Kofi Kwachi, the youth organizer, the women's organizer, Emmanuel Nyanku, just to mention but few. So, Honorable Alex Segbefias, if you are on this, can you swear them in so that we'll continue with the program?
Can all of them unmute their mics and repeat after me?
Okay. If you are a member of the campaign committee, can you unmute your phone?
We have, sir.
Okay, good. Okay.
And when I say I, you say I and you call your full name.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
So I
Emmanuel Ifanyako.
I, Mary Gardner.
I, Benjamin Blankson.
I, Freddie Kotobo.
Yeah.
I, Francis Toto.
I, Togbi Oja.
I, Emmanuel Ifanyako.
I,
do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
I have the name of the Almighty
swear that I will at all times well and truly serve the National Democratic Congress UK and Ireland branch campaign team.
Campaign team.
And that I will uphold.
And that
I will preserve. Protect. And defend. The Constitution of the National Democratic Congress.
The Constitution of the National
Democratic Congress. In this position that I hold.
In this position that I hold.
So help me God.
So help me God. Okay, thank you.
To help me God.
Yeah. So, Chairman Kofi Kwachi, can you just say a few words on behalf of the committee? Chairman Kofi Kwachi. Hello. Chairman Kofi Kwachi. Deputy Secretary, Chairman Kofi Kwachi is still there.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe it's muted. Let me call him.
Maybe he's using a yam.
He did send me a message earlier on.
Hello?
Hello, yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, Chairman, are you there?
Yeah, I'll call you. I'm in a conference call. I'll call you later.
Okay.
Come again? No, I'm on conference call on my phone. the phone I'm going to use to go on video.
Okay.
I'll call you. Are you will be there till morning, isn't it? I'll call you, please. Yeah, I know, but I'm on a very.
It's Sam Kwe, are you there? Hello, Sam.
Hello, I'm sorry. I thought I've muted myself.
That's fine. Over to you. So just a few words on behalf of the chapter campaign committee.
Yes. Thank you, Chairman. I want to, on my own behalf, thank the chapter campaign committee for the work that they have done so far and the work that we anticipate they will do going forward. I think everybody would, acknowledge that, in this difficult time with pandemic, we have always also been able to organize this rally on Zoom, which is virtual, to mobilize ourselves, encourage ourselves, strengthen ourselves, and continue to put our efforts together to support the campaign that is going on in Ghana to make sure that we win these 2020 elections, which is very critical. So I believe, and I have seen the work that we have, the campaign team have done, and the chapter executive are doing in the difficult circumstances. So I want to congratulate you as a chairman and your executive, and congratulate the committee that we are also tapping into the bigger campaign committee in Ghana, which is organizing, they haven't said it, but my own assessment of what they are doing is, trying to make the campaign localized, decentralize the campaign so that we can all take it in our individual corners, in our individual constituencies, so that we can, work in that localized manner to make sure that the bigger picture is realized. So thank you very much, and more grease to all our elbows. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Chairman Kofi Kwachi. So, Deputy Chapter Secretary, the next item, can you give us some musical interlude so that before we move to the next item? Okay.
Howard, could you please check to see whether there's anybody trying to join?
Yeah, I would like to say something. Hello? Point of order.
Yeah, who is that?
My name is Dicho here, and I'm from Stockholm.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been part of this meeting for the past 2 hours. And since we got the opportunity to participate in this meeting, we were invited. I've been a chairman of the NDC Sweden branch since 2006, and I've been a founding member. So I want to share a few things with you if I get the opportunity to present myself and then say few things so that we can also learn from other things and emulate and also be part of the whole process. Since you gave us the opportunity to participate in today's meeting, I think it will be good for us to also to let you know that we have been listening, we have been part of the meeting, and we have been following the discussion. We have learned something, and we have something also to share.
Okay, thank you. Maybe let's see after the main speakers, because this is not a meeting, it's a rally.
Yeah, I know. But when we had such a thing, we had a comrade from Sheffield, Francis Aqua, who participated.
Yes.
And since I've been in the meeting for the past...
I would suggest we stick to the program.
I know.
I
know. I don't want to...
Let's stick to the program, because if you speak, other chapters will say they are...
Yeah, I don't want to say... I don't mean I want to say something now. I just want to say that...
later. Yeah, if there's time, we can socialize.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So thank you very much.
Sorry.
So, comrades, we are going to try and rush the program. So I'm not going to give a full welcome address, because the chapter key executive officers have already touched on almost everything in the branches. So all what I will say, I would like to welcome our high power delegation from Accra, led by our own national chairman, Honorable Samuel Ofosufu Ampofo, our own Director of International Relations, Dr. Honorable Alex Segefia, and then Ambassador Zita Benson, and Honorable Joyce Bawa Mokhtari. We are very grateful to have you gracing this historic rally. It's unprecedented. As General rightly pointed out at our launch of a manifesto, that we need to be thinking outside the box. Due to the COVID, we just said we are not going to fold our arms and be sitting down and say we can't do anything because there's COVID. So in working with my chapter leadership and the chapter campaign team, we came out with this idea that let's try and see if we could organize a Zoom rally. And as the speakers have already mentioned, so far, so good. We don't have to try blowing our trumpet, but I think it's a success. And we just need to stick to the agenda so that people will not feel bored, so that next time when we invite them, they will turn up in their numbers. We have in our midst very high power delegation, as I've mentioned. National chairman has seen it all as far as the politics of Ghana is concerned. As a district secretary, member of parliament, national organizer, minister of local government under Professor Mills, director of elections at the party headquarters, and now he's a national chairman. So I don't know what is left. Anyway, we still have the running mate and then the flag bearer position. So we have him today as our main guest speaker. So when it gets to his time, we'll hear from him. Followed by him is Honorable Alex Segefia, which he doesn't need formal introduction. He's our chairman and went home to become deputy chief of staff, and he was appointed as Minister of Health at the time we were leaving office. He was the sitting Minister of Health. So he's now in charge of the International Directorate. And I can tell you, he has brought about a lot of innovation, and that directorate is now very, very active. And we are continuing to increase the number of external branches across the board. Of course, he's also one of the key speakers tonight. We'll be listening to him. And then we have Honorable Joyce Bauer, special aid to our flag bearer, the incoming president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Honorable Joyce Bauer was the Deputy Minister for Transport under President John Mahama's government. Unfortunately, he was the only family member of John Mahama's, who stepped in John Mahama's government. Unlike what we have today, Akufo-Addo's government is full of family and friends. And then we have our own Iron Lady, Ambassador Zita Benson. She was first appointed as Information Minister under late President Professor Mills, and under John Mahama, she was appointed as a Ghana ambassador to Czech Republic, accredited to other countries in that area. And of recent, it has been a thorn in the flesh of MPP in the social media. So it's going to be an exciting night. We'll listen to them and then we'll take it from there. So honorable members, you are welcome to the first Zoom rally of UK and Ireland chapter. Thank you very much. Thank you. So where the next person to speak is Ambassador Zita Benson. So Madam, you are welcome, Your Excellency. You are welcome to the UK and Ireland Zoom rally.
Thank you very much, Chairman. First of all, I would like to greet my national chairman, my colleagues, Alex Segosia, Joyce Bauer, and Honorable MP Haruna has already done his presentation. I'd like to say hello to all of them. Did I leave anyone out? Hello?
Hello, I said in terms of yes, I said in terms of the guest speakers, you have mentioned everyone. Yeah. Mm.
Okay. And then I would like to congratulate you and your team on this first virtual rally. Indeed, COVID has changed everything. Not for COVID, most of you would have been here by now. Because I know a lot of you come down to register and also to help us campaign. So it's the pity that COVID has kept all of us away from each other. But I know that by next month, most of you will also come down and still help. But we still appreciate what you are doing. And even this rally that we are doing virtually is a new idea that is very good. And I'm glad that you are not staying out and you are bringing us on board to also, address some of your issues. First of all, we are, the NDC as a party is doing a lot to regain power. And His Excellency John Mahama has been on the campaign trail. Our mother, the Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman, has also been working extremely hard, and I'm very, very proud of her because when I see her at night traveling around the world, around the country, the night of the night as a woman and campaigning, I'm a woman as our vice president. And I know that when we win, she's going to be an excellent vice president too. So that being said, we have a huge task ahead of us. And this MPP government have made sure that they are continuing their lives, the 2016 lives. They twist everything that and rhetoric that they used to in 2016. John Mahama is incompetent. Party, I worry that not fighting them back or, correcting that image, because that is not true. Between the two parties in the past 4 years, we have seen the party that is very corrupt. Between the two parties, we have seen the party that is incompetent. So we should not allow this NPP government to continue to label our flag bearer with those things. And I entreat those of you who get a chance to go on air before 2016 when they were campaigning, and they are still going on, even though now they have proved to us that they are more corrupt and they are more incompetent. A government that cannot even come up and debate our flag bearer on infrastructure, nothing to a government that has cleared all corrupt allegations. This Nado president that was like him, say Charles Edwin. Has everybody, and so when we get them,
wouldn't it be better if Zita
that they are trying to?
Wouldn't it be better if Zita posts a video? We can't hear.
Okay, yeah. Okay, Ambassador, can you just put the video up because it's interrupting the reception? We can't hear. Try the transmission right there. Okay now.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I think it's better now. Yeah, okay. Okay. The speech is more important. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So we need to debunk those false allegations that they are still making against our flag bearer. So we have to work hard to ensure, because Ghanaians are sometimes they believe whatever they are told, and we need to work hard to clear that image of what they are still trying, the same image that they are still trying to create about our flag bearer. Now, I'll just touch on a few things in our manifesto. Our manifesto has very interesting stuff in there, and some of them are some tax cuts that we have in there. It is aimed at encouraging small businesses and medium businesses, creating employment. As you are aware, most of our youth are unemployed. Everybody is looking up to someone employing them. So it's about time that we also encourage young people who have some sort of trade or talent to, also employ someone. So the manifesto is structured in such a way that small businesses are going to be exempt from corporate taxes and personal taxes. So that's one. And then for medium businesses, if the medium business employs like 20 people, they're going to have 1 year tax holiday. If the medium business employs more than 20 people, they will have a 2-year tax holiday. These tax holidays are normally given to very big companies. So under the tourism industry, for instance, big companies that come and build hotels, they are given maybe 5-year tax holidays. Even the equipment that they bring in, sometimes they don't pay any taxes on those equipments. So our people's manifesto is now bringing it down so that the small businesses and medium businesses would also be able to enjoy tax holidays, to be able to employ more people into their business. For medium-sized businesses, the taxes that they pay is 25%. Our manifesto is very clear on it. We are going to reduce it to 15%. So these issues should go out to the ordinary people who want to set up businesses, that when we come, these are some of the incentives that they would benefit from us as a government. And then you also have tax support for, for people who do exports. So, for instance, if you are in the export business, there's going to be some exemptions for you in terms of taxes. And then we are also looking at the people, agro people who add value to their products, like the agro industry.
Agro business.
So, yes, agro business. So if you add value to your products. Yes, agro processing. If you add value value to your product, what is going to happen is that you're going to have some sort of tax exemption for that, because you create jobs and you're also adding value to whatever raw material that you have. So some of these tax incentives, people don't know about it, and people ask, oh, how are you going to create jobs? How are you going to create jobs? These are some of the ways where we can encourage people to set up businesses and also employ people. Now, we promised that when we come, under this NPP government, they're going to put a ban on salvage cars, what we normally call the accident car. And because they have brought in the VW car company into Ghana to come and do the production in Ghana. And this is going to affect a lot of people, a lot of families, a lot of businesses, especially those in Abosioka and Kokompe. So our manifesto is very clear on it. When we come, we're going to cancel that law and ensure that those people have their business running again. And there's so much in our manifesto. I entreat all of us to have a look at. We have also said that the senior high school, we are not canceling, and they keep twisting it. They keep telling people that we are against the senior free SHS. That is not true. It was under His Excellency John Mahama that we started this free SHS. With the construction of the community day schools. With the community day schools, those who started it were not even paying anything. It was free. So we started it, in a progressive manner, because we knew that once you start something free, there has to be infrastructure to accommodate the number of people that would come in. So that was the plan. And they came in and they implemented it haphazardly. So we all saw the haphazard nature in which it was implemented, where students were forced to sit on blocks, some of them on the floor. There were no desks, there were no chairs. And then we have the double track currently going on. So we are going to polish it. We are going to still do the free SHS because it was in our plan. We had said we were going to implement it progressively. So we are continuing it, but in a better manner, because we have always said that quality should be the priority, and not just doing a mass production of students who, when they come out, have no value. So we are going to do it in such a way that everybody will be in school at the same time. You'll not have someone going for 3 months, coming to stay home for 6 months, and then they will join the second batch for another 3 months. That's a very haphazard way of doing it. We are bringing on board the private private school proprietors, because when this policy was implemented, they were left out. Most of them had their business going down. So we'll talk to them, bring them on board. So instead of doing it double track, those who cannot get positions in the main government schools would be posted to these private schools, so that we can all be in school at the same time. Because don't forget that when you are writing the WAEC doesn't know, it's a West African examination that you're writing. It doesn't care whether you did a double track, you did gold, or who did green. They don't care. All of you are writing the same exams. So we want to give everyone the same opportunity to be in school at the same time. And then we've also said that the technical education is going to be free. Vocational education is going to be free. So women or girls who want to go into catering, sewing, hairdressing, all that is going to be free. For tertiary education, we have said that tertiary education would absorb 50% of their fees. So we need to hammer these things to the youth, because the youth don't even know these policies. We need to let them understand that this is what the NDC is about, and we care about them. We are going to be there for them. And then you have the women. One of the ladies listening earlier, one of the ladies asked a question about our policy for women. We have always been there for women. As a woman, I can attest that being in the NDC, I have been treated equally. And I'm a very proud member of the NDC, and I can die for my party. So as a woman, I can tell you that the NDC is for women. So in our manifesto, we have stated that instead of 3 months maternity leave, we have increased it to 4 months maternity leave, because we understand the pressure that women go through when, for 9 months of pregnancy and then taking care of the baby and breastfeeding and healing and all that. So we've increased it to 4 months. We've also said that for women in the informal sector, like those women who sell, we are going to build crèches in the market areas for them, so that if you have a baby and you are selling in the market, you can go and leave your baby there to also be studying whilst learning something, playing, being taken care of, whilst you are also doing your job. It doesn't mean that if you have a baby, you should leave your baby at home for someone to abuse them, or it doesn't mean that because of the baby you cannot continue your work. So we are considering mother and child as well in our manifesto. So these are some of the things that are just a few of the things that are in our manifesto. Now, coming to the election itself, our electoral commissioner has made it very clear that she's not on our side. So we have to be very vigilant. And from her utterances and her body language and everything, when it comes to the NDC, she has not been friendly towards us, and we know that she's not on our side. So we as a party must all work together. We have to, I know you have family back home, and I know that you have been sending them money. The fact that you are not in Ghana doesn't mean you do not have a voice in Ghana. So call all your family members, tell them to tell 10 people to vote for NDC. Those 10 people should also tell 10 people to vote for NDC. And you'll be amazed, the power of mouth, what the power of mouth can do. But if we take things for granted that, I know my family, they are all in NDC, so they would vote for NDC, then is another thing. So call your family members, tell them to vote for NDC. And then, the multiplication of the word of mouth would go out there. And I can assure you that victory will be ours. Victory will be ours. And then on the D-Day, we are expecting that the Delta forces and their vigilante groups would be, put in police uniform and army uniform to intimidate people. So we have to stand up for each other, and we have to stand up for ourselves. So because this elephant is not going to, let this fight go on an easy platter. They're going to fight for it. And if we really want victory, then we must also, as a party, come together in unity and fight for what we believe in. So I'm going to leave it here for the rest of the speakers to take it up. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ambassador Zita.
You have muted your mic.
Okay, thank you very much, Ambassador Zita Benson. We are very grateful. That's a very powerful and inspirational speech. I think that will re-energize the chapter executives so that we'll continue to march towards our victory. The next speaker is Honorable Joyce Bauer, the special aide to the incoming President, John Dramani Mahama. If Honorable Joyce Bauer is there, can you kindly unmute your phone and join us?
Sorry, are there any questions for the speakers?
No, let's leave the questions for now. If not,
right,
with
okay.
the program, let's leave the questions. Deputy Chapter Secretary, is Honorable Joyce Bauer on?
Okay, Chairman,
yes.
I think she just joined back.
Okay.
Yeah, but before she comes in, can I just quickly say this?
Yes.
I want to apologize for people who had difficulty joining in earlier on. There were some technical faults and things like that. We're almost sorted with that. Now, and then let me just quickly add that I have posted a link in our comment section. If I can implore all of you to share as widely as you can whilst you're on here, because we are live on Omega TV, Omega Live TV on Facebook as well. So if we can share that far and wide for others also to, especially those who could not join earlier on, they can have the benefit of joining in on Facebook as well. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you. So, Mike, is Honorable Joyce Bauer back?
She left back up again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think she left back out again.
She just left back out.
Okay. Yeah, because she has said that where they are, the connectivity there is not very good.
Good. Okay.
I think she's joining now, Jack. I think she's joining.
She's coming back now.
Yeah, she's connecting with audio.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
I can see anything. Mike, can you see if she's
No, she's not come. Let me
on
see.
Zoom? Okay.
Let me see if she's here.
I could see she's joining with audio, connecting with audio.
Audio. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. Deputy Chapter Secretary, Mr. Aldusani, will you be able to play some NDC music as we to connect properly and then deliver her speech, please?
Play the Mahama Fa one.
Mahama Fa, yeah, if that one
is. His phone is yam, so he can.
The request was for Jayamafa.
You don't have Mahama Fa, let me send it to you.
Well, there'll be a bit of Yasampam.
Mahama Fa. Inshallah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Mike, is Honorable Joyce Bauer with us now? Mike. Hello?
I don't think so. Don't think she's here.
Okay, then let's be creative here.
We'll replace her with someone else.
No, we can't replace her. It's irreplaceable.
No, I mean somebody take her place. And then when she comes,
yes. Okay. Okay. What we are going to do is this: we have our new member, the newest member to join South London branch. Her family are mainly NPP, but she went on social media to declare her intention to join the NDC UK and Ireland chapter. I think I can see her on this platform. So Marie, if you mind, will you just tell us 2 minutes, not much, of why you have decided to join the NDC party? Marie, I think she's...
Please unmute yourself, Marie.
Unmute yourself, Marie. Is it Marie?
Right, hi.
Yeah, hi. Yes. Whilst we are waiting.
Hi, good evening, everybody.
You are welcome. Yeah, evening.
Good evening. Right. So my name is Marie Amwakwa Boedu. I live in South London, Streatham to be precise. As you rightfully said, my family have always been MPP. Some of you know me, some of you know the family. Miss Zita Benson, very good friend of mine. In fact, we're sisters, we're family. We've been friends since the age of 13, 14 to date. Yes, I made a public announcement, I think it was on Thursday or so, after a very long decision-making process. But I eventually made the decision to join the NDC. First time ever joining a political party in Ghana, because I've lived more of my life in the UK as opposed to back home. But I chose the NDC for reasons, some which are known, some which are personal. But I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be a part of the organization. I pledge my support in service to God and country. And I'm more than happy to serve. Some of you already follow me on social media, quite vocal. Just by nature, I come from a family of politicians and activists, so it's sort of in my blood. I speak my mind on issues. I do my best to be objective, give constructive criticism when necessary. And that's the mindset in which I have joined the NDC. So I hope I am accepted just as I am, because it's important that we embrace each other for who we are. I really don't conform. I believe we all have one shot at life. So for me, whatever I'm doing in terms of giving back to my motherland is more so to do with Ghana as opposed to do with any politics. But of course, you have to affiliate with one side to be able to make the greatest impact. So that's the mindset with which I have joined the NDC. Some of you may find me speaking up on issues on social media. Just bear with me, because sometimes I'm quite impulsive, as in when the news is coming in, just like somebody suggested when Honorable Haruna was on. Sometimes political parties are a bit reactive and delayed in responses. So if some of us pick up on news and we feel as though we can go out and speak on an issue, I will just go ahead and do that. That's what I've been doing, that in fact attracted most of you to follow me. And so I'm open to being taught. I'm here to learn. It's the first time ever, as I said. So I'm here to learn as well. But I just hope that, you know, each other's gifts, talents, and abilities, and whatever we all have to share and bring on board are respected. sometimes I find it very difficult, and it's important that I mention this now. Sometimes I find it very difficult when I'm being boxed up, because that's not the mindset that I have. I don't like being put in a box. I like to be myself. So I'm open to suggestions. I'm happy to learn. I have a teachable spirit, but one thing I don't do quite well is being put in a box. That I don't quite conform with. So thank you all for having me. I really appreciate being here tonight. I've learned a lot. I've met new people, and I hope that the relationship will be an amazing one moving forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Comrade Marie. I mean, you are at the right place, because we are Equal Opportunities Party. We don't discriminate. We have every tribe, every religion you can think of in our party. And that's why we are very popular. We're a national party. So those trying to say this is for particular ethnic group is wrong. There's every tribe. And as you can see, our national chairman is one of you. So you are welcome. So on behalf of the UK and Ireland NDC chapter, I would like to welcome you into our fold. And we look forward to tapping your experience and your skills, expertise to the benefit of our party and Mother Ghana. Once again, you are welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anyway, Mike, is Honorable Joyce Bauer back?
No, she's not back. So, Chairman, if I can humbly ask you to give the closing remarks.
No, National Chairman is here to speak.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Honorable Alex,
so sorry.
And then, because I wanted Honorable Joyce Bauer to speak, and then Honorable
I'm
Alex.
so sorry. I was off for a bit, so I didn't realize that.
We have a long way to go. So if we can't get Honorable Joyce Bauer, then Honorable Alex Segefia will be the next, and then the National Chairman before my closing remarks.
I apologize,
okay, that's
Honorable Alex Segefia. I apologize.
No, is the National Chairman online?
That's the question, because I can't see his name.
Because he was also trying to get on and having difficulty.
Oh, no.
So, I mean, I've been in touch with him. He's in Tamale at the moment. So the reception is not always the best. But
yeah,
he was trying.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank God you're here, Chairman.
Welcome, Chairman.
I was going to query you that the most essential commodity in the life of your national chairman is time.
I'm so sorry.
I've been on for a while.
Well, okay.
I just arrived in Tamale. My hotel is full of people. Everybody wants to come and see me.
Oh, no.
From, situation or the other. But I listened to Zita. I've listened to our newly enrolled member.
Excellent.
And I want to welcome her.
Okay, thank you.
It's always exciting to add to the numbers, because politics is a game of numbers. And if you have any other person who believes in our principles and our philosophies and decide to join us, that person is warmly welcome. So let me welcome the lady. I don't know the name, but
Marie Bojo.
What's the name?
Marie Amwakwa Bojo. The Ofori family. Yeah.
Cousin of President Akufo-Addo.
Good. All right.
Nephew. I think she's a niece. Sorry,
she's a niece.
She's a great Achim person. Yeah.
No. Then we are from the same area. So listen, I'm also from Chebi. I'm from Asikem. Chebi, just a stone throw from Chebi, from Abuakwa State College. It's just about half a kilometer. Then you are. So we are all in the same enclave.
Okay.
It's exciting to get one of my own. This time I'm not Achim Sakawa. So my sister,
I follow her everywhere.
All right. Okay. So Mike,
Chairman, you are welcome.
That's just on the lighter note. So no hard feelings.
Okay, no problem. Okay. So let's continue. So Alex Segefia will speak, and then national chairman, because we can't get hold of Honorable Joyce
Please, let me defer to chairman now. Chairman should speak because people are on him. So, and I mean, a lot has been said, and there's a lot of time gone. So let chairman address you. And I will beg his the indulgence to let me breach protocol to just say a few words after him. Nothing much, but more to do with this thing, because I think his message is more important at this stage. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So, you are welcome.
My foreign minister today, I address you as foreign minister. He's not foreign minister of external and internal affairs.
Okay. So, comrade, let's play the national anthem, party anthem. Sorry, before the national chairman will speak. So, Deputy Chapter Secretary, the party anthem.
Chairman, should we just let Chairman people know that it's been broadcast publicly?
Publicly, yes.
I thought it was an internal discussion.
No. It's all over the place. It's a rally.
Before anything happens.
It's live. It's a rally. It's a rally.
All right.
Okay. So, party anthem before national chairman will take the floor.
Arise.
Arise for Ghana. Trust of the Lord.
Hey, ready?
Can we leave?
I don't think it is too well. We should leave the music playing. Let's stop it. Let's allow the music to play. It's not going to go well if we start singing.
It's not done well.
NDC got talent.
Comrade.
NDC got talent.
Comrade, can we just play the music because I stop singing? Let's.
Ghana, our standing unity.
Please mute your things. Stop shouting on this. We just mute your things, please.
Of the land, forward and secure future, development our goal, from victory unto victory, the NDC shall lead. Stable democracy, Ghana, our standing unity, from victory unto victory, the NDC shall lead.
Okay, thank you very much, comrade. So let's pay attention, mute all our gadgets, and listen to the national chairman of the next party to form the government of Republic of Ghana.
Chairman, please permit me to sing this before the national chairman speaks, please. Hey, hile, abue biribo, jate biribo. Hile, abue biribo, jate biribo.
W01, what's the name?
From Paul, whatever he was called. First Sergeant Major.
Yeah. With all due respect, I think it is right. Everybody mute. It's not right that people keep jumping in and talking. Please, with all due respect, doesn't matter who you are. Keep your mic
muted. Yeah. So we need to listen attentively. So you are welcome, Honorable National Chairman of our great NDC party. Deputy Chapter Secretary, is Chairman still on?
Yes, please, Chairman, please unmute yourself. Thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, sir. We can hear you, sir.
Yes.
So let me extend fraternal greetings from the national headquarters to all of you on behalf of the leader of our great party, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, our next president, and on behalf of the next Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, of course, the first female Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Excellency Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman. And on my own behalf, to congratulate you for this rally and to also wish you well. Today, as you are all aware, we were together to mourn for the founder of our party, His Excellency Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings, whose mother was interred this evening. And so we should all observe a minute silence in her memory and to wish that the Almighty God grant her eternal rest, and her departure should also, this one is a celebration of life after 101 years. All the blessings of her departure should spare us on, provide us with the necessary luck to go into 2020 elections and come out with flying colors. So may her soul and the souls of all departed faithful rest in perfect peace. Amen.
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 Yes. So just to let you know that the party's activities are on course. Our campaign strategy is on course. The flag bearer and his team just ended a tour of the Western region. It was a resounding success. Most of you will be following it on social media. I was on the team of the running mates in the Ashanti region, and I must indicate to you that our tour of Ashanti region was very, very successful, and there are all indications, as I said in Kumasi, that a tsunami is likely to occur in Ashanti region, and the NDC is likely to do very, very well in the upcoming elections. We don't want to be overconfident, but we are cautiously optimistic that with the kind of structures that have been put in place and history vindicating us, because when President John Dramani Mahama was handing over, when he conceded defeat, he said history will vindicate him. Indeed, we went to the Ashanti region, and history is vindicating President John Dramani Mahama and the NDC. Our legacy is solid. Our infrastructure, intervention in the Ashanti region is there for everybody to see. Most of the projects that were begun by the NDC, E-blocks, district hospitals, regional hospitals, military hospitals, and so on and so forth, have been abandoned by the NPP. And today, the people in the Ashanti region can attest to the fact that even though the Ashanti region is not the stronghold of the NDC, in terms of equitable distribution of the national resources and siting of development projects, we did very, very well, and that the NPP are struggling very, very, very hard to match up with the track record of the NDC. And so gradually, the people in the Ashanti region are seeing through this reality. And of course, everywhere that we go, the prayer is that President John Dramani Mahama and the NDC should come back and continue the good works that we started. I can recall or recount the number of projects, hospitals, district hospitals in Fomena, Kumawu, Dekwai, and other areas that have been abandoned. Only 3 days ago, when we were doing our last engagement at Sechafram Place, we were told that one of the E-blocks, which was sited there, had been completed, painted, furnished, but close to 4 years now. Then people have refused to send a single child to that beautiful infrastructure, and have resorted to the double track system for all its attendant challenges. So the NDC has indicated very clearly that within 1 year of the assumption of office, we are going to abolish the double track system and ensure that we do accelerated infrastructure expansion to absorb all the other students who are unable to get access, which has resulted in this double track system. We believe that the number of E-blocks, some of them are 90%, 95% completed. If we are able to finish them, each of the E-blocks takes over 1,000 students. And so that one alone is likely to take over 7,000 extra students, and that could easily, bring the double track system to an end. If you recall, when Professor Mills took office in 2009, President Kufuor had initiated the 4-year senior high school system. And so when we took over, there were 2 sets of final year students, the ones who were in the 3-year and those who were doing the 4 years. So it calls for immediate infrastructure expansion. And Professor Mills used only 1 year to build all the needed infrastructure, to the extent that by the 2nd year, there was no backlog of students as a result of lack of classroom and other facilities. So we have the track record, and we believe that we'll be able to prosecute that effectively. A lot has been said about our manifesto. I think that you've read about our manifesto. I want to dwell more on organization and how we intend to win this election. Our strategy is to do retail campaign, which was launched by His Excellency, our leader, in Serio, so a couple of weeks ago. Ever since it was launched, every constituency across the country, every region at the national level has intensified our retail campaign efforts, which is aimed at sending the message, the People's Manifesto message, to the doorsteps of the ordinary Ghanaians. So we are knocking doors, meeting groups, going to the markets, going to the mechanic shops, meeting youth groups everywhere. And it is paying very, very well. I must say that every facet of the party organizational structure has been activated. The youth wing, the women's wing, the team group, the organizational department of the party, the election directorate, every department of the party is doing very well. The communication department is doing fantastically well. The international relations department, and virtually all. We've also established special constituencies to deal with the special groupings that we have. So as I speak to you now, I'm in Tamale. Tomorrow, there is a funeral that I'm representing His Excellency, our leader. After that, I'll be going to Northeast to meet the large, section of the Kukumba group, which is a special constituency that we've established. So all this has been established in order to decentralize the campaign and create space for everybody to have a role to play. I should also say that the party have established new departments, i.e. the IT department and the research department. The research department has been on the move, establishing regional research directorate and constituency research directorate across the country. The IT department has also done same. The IT department, together with election directorate, have set up a very elaborate IT infrastructure to support election collation and expeditious delivery of results on election day. Very, very soon, I think a few days to come, there'll be a mock exercise to test the efficacy of the system that we put in place. And I want to assure you that everywhere that we go, the worry of Ghanaians are that they will vote for us. Are we ready to protect the ballot? And so our focus in this few weeks to the election is to tighten our system of monitoring and protecting the ballot and ensuring that there will be efficient and effective ballot accounting and resource declaration and delivery at all the 33,000 registration centers that we are going to have. This calls for a lot of resources because you need to deploy not less than 64,000 party agents. And again, in every polling station, deploy monitors. We call them prompters. And again, those who will be providing get out the votes, GOTV services and others. So we need to deploy a huge number of people on election day. And that calls for a lot of resources and logistics. That's why we have launched the Adopt a Branch system. We believe that if we have people adopting one branch and we concentrate on delivering results in that branch, then of course we are winning elections, because elections are won at the polling stations level. And we have 33,000 polling stations. And so the clarion call is that we want people to adopt the branches. So far, several constituencies have been adopted, and the number of branches have also been adopted. But 33,000 is quite a huge number. So even whilst you are in the diaspora, one of the things that you can do is to just...
Chairman, I can't hear you properly.
Can you hear me now?
No, can you? I don't know whether it's live. I can hear you. I can't hear you properly.
No, it's your problem, Alfred.
Friday,
okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Probably
yeah,
my side.
We can hear you louder.
Yeah, so I am saying that one of the requirements that we'll be expecting from those of you in the diaspora, because of COVID, most of you couldn't come to register to come and participate as you usually do. But what you can do is to adopt branches. It is not difficult to adopt a branch. A branch is coterminous with a polling station. So you can just decide that, look, I want to adopt 1, 2, 3, or 4 branches. Make sure that I support the party agents, feeding them and giving them some allowance on the election day, and also getting something small to support the branch to do their GOTV on election day, get out the voters, and ensure that we win the branch. If if you adopt a branch and you win that branch, you have done a lot for the party. And so I will implore all of you to connect with your constituencies and try and adopt as many branches as you could. And that is one of the critical things that we ought to do now. Again, let me also emphasize the fact that our manifesto has indicated or has, promised to do a lot of things that would also be beneficial to those of you in the diaspora. I think that Zita mentioned a few of them, and I will want you to concentrate on those areas and engage our brothers and sisters in the diaspora and let them know that the NDC is very much committed to what we say. We are not going to promise what we cannot deliver. The MPP, having spent almost 4 years, have realized that there is very little for them to show. So what Nana Akufo-Addo and Bawumia are doing now is gallivanting across the length and breadth of the country, holding what do we call it, pickers and shovel and cutting saws everywhere. We have put a monitoring team in place. Every saw that they have cut, our people will go to the site. Very, very soon, we'll be showing Ghanaians, because they do the sword cutting. They bring all the chiefs and they bring all the opinion leaders. They organize big debates, spend so much money. When they leave, that is the end of the day. So we'll be following up in the few weeks ahead of us and to expose them for what they are, the deception that they use in winning the election in 2016. We are not going to allow them to use the same tactics again. This time around, we are all out to expose them. A program has been started by the communication department on UTV on every Saturday. As I speak to you now, Sami Gyamfi is on it. And it is almost tearing the MPP apart and letting Ghanaians know how deceptive Nana Akufo-Addo and Dr. Bawumia are. So we will not relent whilst promising Ghanaians and giving them, assurances of the goodies in our manifesto. We'll continue to expose the MPP for what they are, the projects that they have abandoned, the promises that they give, and they have not fulfilled the $1 million per constituency. We keep on asking, even one district, one factory, we keep on asking how many of the districts can we find those factories there. So we believe that we have superior message. Our manifesto has become the point of discussion everywhere that you go, to the extent that it does appears to Ghanaians as if the MPP doesn't even have an existing manifesto. Now, all the things that we said, and President Mahama said in his manifesto, are what they are attempting to implement. The public university bill, which President Mahama has said at the moment he comes, he will suspend. He will even cancel it. Now, only yesterday, Parliament said they suspended discussion on the public university bill. The banks and the money that they owe their customers, which they said they were going to use 5 years to pay. President Mahama indicated that within 1 year, we'll make sure that everybody is paid. All of a sudden, they say they are going to pay. Even that one, I suspect, is one of the Sakawa gimmicks, because people keep on telling us that they go there and the money is not in their accounts. So there are several other, policy initiatives that the NDC has outlined in our manifesto, which they are attempting to implement. But it is too late in the day, because 6 weeks is not enough for them to implement anything. And we believe that, and it's rather give us the opportunity to come and implement what we have promised in our manifesto, and legalizing Okada business and making sure that we create employment opportunity for all Ghanaians. Our manifesto is about opportunity for all. We believe that NDC does not believe in family and friends government. And
Hello, chapter Deputy Secretary. Mike.
Yeah, I think we can't. I think we probably
lost issues. Yeah.
Or probably lost him. Let me see. Yeah, he's still there.
He's still there. Okay.
Yeah. So let's give it a few seconds.
Good.
Yeah. Chairman, are you there, please?
Is he there?
Some music wise we try to reconnect.
Music go on.
Music.
Okay.
Mama fa.
Mama fa. Mama fa. Mama fa. Mama fa. Mama fa. Mama fa. Mama fa. Mama fa. Mama fa.
Mike, is someone back?
I don't seem to see him.
His name is.
I think he's gone off. He's probably going to rejoin. Let's play the music for maybe another minute or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Elias.
I can hear you, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, okay. You're welcome.
Okay.
Nice to see you.
Thank you very much, sir. Are you enjoying the music?
Yeah, I'm enjoying the music. It's interesting. Now you can connect the whole world at a go,
That's power of technology.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Can you imagine when we were growing up?
When it was BBC.
Before... When we were growing up, Akasanwa and Sanyo.
Okay, I think...
It looks like you people have forgotten that this is a rally and not a meeting.
Yeah. Can the administrator mute everybody, please?
Mike, we can't hear you. Hello, Mike.
I think Chairman is back now.
Okay. Can you see him? Mike.
Yeah, I think he's back now.
Okay.
He's back now.
Sir, we lost touch with you. Can you?
Chairman, is it okay for you to continue? That's if it's you, because from what I saw, it looks like that was Chairman, I'm not too sure. Yeah, he will. I'm sure he will speak if it's him. If he's the one. Chairman, are you back, please?
Sir, are you back? Oh, it's not the one.
Yeah, whilst waiting for Chairman, let me just quickly acknowledge the presence of George from Belgium. He was invited by. You're welcome, sir.
And a point of order, if I may say something.
Yeah.
In our midst is Lady May. She's a woman organizer from Canada. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Hello, Chairman. Can I say something? 1 minute, Chairman.
Okay, 1 minute.
Permit me.
Just 1 minute, Nana.
Yes. Is it okay if you acknowledge the chapter executives who have worked hard to bring the chapter so far, please? That's all I have.
We'll come to that.
We'll come to that.
Yeah.
Mike, can you be monitored? As soon as Chairman comes back, we'll just ask him to finish his speech.
Can I also say something? My hand has been up for a long time now. No one seemed to have noticed it.
Is that Ma'am Shao?
Yes, sir.
I thought you asked Honorable Arun, you want to say something again?
I just want to quickly ask something.
Okay,
we've been talking about adopting a police station. Is there a budget so that people know how much more or less they can pay in if they are adopting a police station or a branch? Or it's just what you have?
Yeah, I think there's no budget. It depends on what you want to help. Because let's be careful. We shouldn't make it look as if we are taking over everything in that polling state. If we can do that, fantastic. If we can feed everybody there, that's fine. But that's fine. But the danger is that if we say adoption without mentioning, some people will be thinking that you are going to solder everything 100%. So if you want to feed polling agents on election day, fantastic. If you want to buy T-shirts for the people, that's fine. So it's up to you, but it's always good to get in touch with the parliamentary candidate through the chapter leadership.
Chairman Maba, sorry, the national chairman is on, he's waiting to talk. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, thank you.
And a lot of people are joining on Facebook, so yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So you are welcome back. Sir, you are welcome back. I can see him. Friday, can you see him?
I saw him. People can check it. I saw him. National chairman was on.
With his name or logo?
No. He turned on his video so we could see his face.
Okay.
He's using some iPhone thing. Okay. Secretary, are you on, Michael?
Yes, I'm on, but I cannot.
I can see him. That's the problem.
I couldn't see him.
When you flip over, flip over, you see him, please.
Let me check.
Yes, Secretary, check. I saw him twice.
Okay.
Can't you give him a quick call?
That's the problem.
Comrades, just a quick one. Yeah, let's remember this is a rally. So let's not just jump in back and forth. Let's allow the process, please.
Organizer, thank you. It's just because of the break in transmission, and we don't want to just sit down without doing anything. If National Chair was speaking, there's no way anybody would have interrupted. But thanks for that.
I think we've been waiting for some time now. If he's not coming back online, it's best for us to continue with the program. Then when he comes, he come back.
He come back. Okay, yes, that's a good idea, and that's.
Can I just make a suggestion?
Yes.
If Honorable Alessevisia is with us, if he can probably share a few words with us whilst we're waiting for National Chairman to rejoin.
Yeah.
And then, like he said, he was going to speak after the chairman, but whilst we were waiting for the chairman to come back in.
Secretary. National Chairman is talking. He's with an iPhone. He's using video. Check. He's talking. I can see him from here, please.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see him too. Yeah,
Chairman, please, can you unmute yourself? Okay.
Okay.
They can see you, but they cannot hear you. So try and unmute your phone. Maybe it's your phone that's unmuted. It's muted. So if you're muted, they can hear you. Maybe I have to come off this line because you're using the same phone or your different phone. Yeah, then unmute it. You'll be able to get through. I was just speaking with the national chairman, just trying to get him through to connect.
Okay.
You can see him, but you can see him, but you can't hear him, and that's where the difficulty is. So I guess he has to just unmute. That's all.
Can I please say something? He can also check on the small speaker on the left corner of the screen. Sometimes when you talk to somebody, that thing goes off. So when you are talking, no one will hear you.
I can't even see him on my screen.
Okay.
Anyway, look, Chairman, what I'll do is I'll come in here and start talking.
Exactly.
Get line.
I'll
stop so that you can continue where you left.
Okay, no problem, sir. Thank you. You're welcome. So let's all mute our phones and listen to the Director of International Relations.
Anytime you come on board, please stop me and I'll
okay, no problem.
I'll defer to him speaking.
Okay.
First and foremost, can I say a very big congratulations to the NDC UK and Ireland branch for organizing this rally, which involves everybody. Can I also acknowledge and thank the chairman from, I think it was Sweden, and the others who have come from other chapters who have joined in to see what this was going to be like, and to congratulate them for taking the time out to listen to the various speakers who have spoken on various issues in Ghana. I was also happy to hear from members of the chapter and at various levels in terms of the various categories and how far they've gone. I will acknowledge on behalf of Nana and the rest that I'm aware that the chapter and its executives have all played a very important role in bringing the NDC UK and Ireland chapter this far under your able leadership, Chairman Mbaba. And I think that I must congratulate and acknowledge the whole chapter, especially the executives, for this laudable idea, and hopefully it will be mirrored by all who have been party to this, or all who will hear about it later. It's innovative, and this is the way forward. COVID has its downsides, but COVID has also taught us to be able to communicate without having to have the issue of being together becoming a problem. With that, I would also like to take the opportunity to congratulate my colleagues who've been able to speak, namely Zita Benson for making time, to Haruna Idrisu, and even to the chairman of the party, who is extremely busy, but once he heard about it, was happy to come on board and say a few words to us. I hope he's able to come back, but at least he gave you a gist of what is happening and what is going on in Ghana. Haruna went into a little bit more detail. Zita has given you a little bit of background, and that's it. I'm going to focus more on timing. And the bottom line is that you have 5 weeks to an election. In 5 weeks to election, it's about doing, it's not about talking. The time for talking has more or less gone. We've all known the ideas, the plans, what we would have done, what we wanted to do, what we have not been able to do, what we think we should be doing. All that we have dissected. But generally, we know where we are and what we have to do. The NDC is poised for a major victory in Ghana. We did a number of things very, very well, and that has put us in this position. The first thing that we did was to elect competent officials, and that involved even within the diaspora, and more are springing up day by day. Our executives at all levels have proven to be up to the task that exists. And I include the leaderships within the diaspora in that take. Yes, there are always question marks about various things or various areas, but by and large, for the size of the political party that we have, this is commendable. After electing the right officials and putting them in the right place, we needed to choose the right person to lead us. After all kinds of games and manipulations by others, we latched on to going back with the former president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Positive tick for the NDC. It was the right thing, and the whole party knew this, because if you remember, he won by over 95% at the time. Good move. Now, leadership is in place. What do you need to do? You need to be sure about who is going to partner His Excellency, because all manner of permutations were going on, and that had the ability to even divide the party if you were not careful. Out of the blue, like pulling a rabbit out of the hat. His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama showed pure, clear leadership. He went for a candidate that even the opposition couldn't see coming. And it was a perfect choice. Her demeanor, the way she speaks, her energy, her experience, her elegance have just won over Ghanaians everywhere. I am part of her campaign team, and I can tell you that the Ghanaian people are in love with Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman. So, another tick for the NDC. We got our leadership right across board. Then you must have a message of what you are coming to do. Leadership came to the fore. What did they do? There is no point in telling people what their problems are. Go and ask them and base your manifesto on what they say. So, His Excellency went upon what was deemed the Speak Out campaign, Speak Out tours, where he went around and spoke to people and asked them, what exactly are your issues? What did I do wrong? What did I do right? What do you like about what I did or didn't do? What is it that you're expecting from a government? What don't you like about what governments do or politicians do? It was an open debate between the people of Ghana and the leadership of the party. What was the result? We had the People's Manifesto. Fantastic document. Anybody who picks up that document and has a problem will find an answer in that document. Because in terms of what he or she wants in Ghana. So it was a good document that covered every spectrum, but it wasn't done by NDC. It was done by the people of Ghana. So there is no complaint. Putting all these things together, the NDC is now in a position to win power. Because when you do the comparison of the 4 years of Mahama against the 4 years of Nana Addo, literally there's no comparison. When you look at their manifesto, there is nothing in it. When you match their leader to our leader, there's no comparison. If you match their vice president to our vice president, on all fronts, credibility, issues, how she portrays herself, there is no competition. Now we have the most difficult aspect. Making sure that we have credible elections where two matters matter. One, the need and the ability of the NPP to use vigilantes in a way in which they did in our house West were gone. And two, to be able to monitor the results that come out from each polling station, constituency, region, and finally the national. If we get these two issues sorted, I have no doubt in my mind, having toured the country, that the NDC is poised for a very, very massive victory. However, these two issues I have mentioned are very serious issues. And therefore, we can leave no stone unturned. And I'm not worried that I'm on a rally. Let the NPP hear it. I'm not worried. Because they know it and we know it. They know that the popular vote is already in the bag for the NDC. But the political power and how it's misused is still their trump card. But they should be very careful. They should be very careful. This is not 2016. 2020, NDC is our week. Our eyes are open very wide. We are hearing things and getting things from people, which is another sign of your defeat. Because when people are fed up with you, they talk. And we are getting info left, right, center. So be rest assured, you in the diaspora, yours is to help us wherever you can. Adopt a constituency, do what is right. Call your family members, tell them to go out and vote. They should not be intimidated by any actions or games that are played. Stand your ground, go and vote, make sure that the ballots are counted, keep a record of what happened at your polling station. And if we do that, I can assure you that the NDC will see victory come the December 7th general election. On that note, I want to thank all of you profusely for making time. I want to let you know that no stone is being left on this thing. And we are not complacent. As the words used by the chairman, we are cautiously optimistic. Because although we know the ground is fertile, we know that we can still get into problems if we do not monitor the issues I mentioned. So, please, speak to your people. Do what you can logistically. Adopt constituencies you can. Help us when we've asked for help, as you know. Don't wait till the last week. Do it as soon as possible, because this is the time that we need as much help as possible to get what we have to do off the ground. Beyond that, I can say that we have fought a good battle over the last 4 years, and we are poised, being vigilant and keeping on the track that we are, to have a resounding victory come the election of December the 7th.
Wow.
Please.
Can we mute our microphone, please?
Hello.
I just forgot to mention.
Chief, we are listening. Hello.
Yeah, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, sorry. I said, yeah, I just wanted to add that I hope you like my cap and my campaign T-shirt, because I'm full rally campaign mode.
We are looking forward
by to all means. We like it. We like it.
Please make them ready for those who will be.
International relation officer, I have to ship it for us. International relation officer, I have to ship it for the international parties.
Alex.
You are in victory already.
As usual, that was a powerful.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So Chairman,
yes.
at this juncture, because the national chairman is still not back, maybe if I can crave your indulgence to maybe at this point introduce all the chapter executives.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you can do
before
that.
you introduce the chapter executives, can we know all those who are actually from foreign chapters first?
Chapters, exactly.
Because we've heard of the one from Sweden.
Okay.
We've heard of somebody from Belgium. Is there anybody else from a foreign chapter who has not been mentioned?
Okay, we have Lady May from Canada.
Please, no, Emmanuel, Yanko, let's allow them to introduce themselves. Just name and which chapter they are. So if you are from a sister foreign chapter, can you just mention your name and your chapter, please? No, raise your hands, or otherwise it will be all over the place.
Mr. Who? Oh, hi. How are you?
I'm all right.
I'm okay. I'm currently in
please,
a rally.
A rally? Okay,
Yeah.
then
Please, mute your mic.
Yeah, I've muted her. Okay. Yeah, so we can continue.
So, Deputy Chapter
R-O-P-T-P-E.
And their chapter
E.
Hi, my name is Mavis. The woman organizer in Canada.
Okay, you're welcome, and thanks for.
You're welcome.
Yeah, my name is am I on? Yeah.
Yes, you are on. Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Amina Mahama. I'm the women's organizer for the Nordic chapter.
Okay, you're welcome, Amina, and thanks for attending. Who else?
Nabia.
You are Nabia.
Yeah.
Which, your folio number?
I'm not saying my folio number.
You say your folio number.
I'm not doing that.
Nabia means all
Navascans. I'm not doing that.
All Navascans, we identify ourselves by your folio number. That will tell everyone your age and your year. Okay. Who's next? Who's next? That's it. The Sweden guys, Alex.
Yeah, well, Elias Al Hassan here.
Okay. Which
Elias?
Chapter? Nordic chapter, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And who else?
Yeah. Elias Al Hassan of the Nordic chapter. Thank you for the opportunity to be part of this.
Okay, thank you very much for attending. Who is next?
Olivia. My name is.
Which chapter?
I don't know if I have a chapter.
She's from Australia. Australia.
Yeah, I know you guys want to form one. Then I know somebody. Yeah, we'll try.
At the moment, they are part of my branch.
Okay, then they are. Yeah, I remember they made some donation. Or they wanted to make donation through your brand.
She's the one who made that huge donation to my PC. Remember?
Okay, yeah, you mentioned.
Yeah.
So who else? And if not, if they can just give us some solidarity message.
Just sorry for the interruption. Let me still remind you that we are in a public space.
Yeah.
This is a rally. Thank you.
Yeah, organizer, you're right.
Okay. Okay, foreign sister chapters, if you have some few things to say, nothing to do with strategy, as we said earlier on. Any comment, whatever is going on in your chapter, will give you.
No, Mr. Mbaba, don't run away from the program. Yes. If we're going to have a program where we are going to let foreign chapters speak, then we have that program. We've been going for how many hours now? We want to encourage people.
Okay.
So I wanted to encourage them insofar as we know that they came on.
Okay.
We've introduced them, and that's it.
That's it. Okay,
now, so from here, let's move on to introducing your chapter executives, because actually this is an NDC UK and Ireland chapter event, and your people have worked hard. So let's acknowledge them first.
Okay, thank you very much. Michael, over to you. If you can let me do it. Let me do it myself.
Chairman. Yeah, I think you should do it. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. I'm Alhaji Alasan Balba, the chapter chairman, UK and Ireland chapter. My vice is Madam Janet Atia. I think she's indisposed, so she's not with us this evening. We have the chapter secretary, Michael Kudiabo, and his deputy, Mr. Audu Sani. We have the organizer, Adamu Musa, and his deputy, Afriye Intim. We have the communication officer, Mr. Simon Ayorgo, and his deputy, Osu Achao. We have the youth organizer, Mr. Friday Kutubo, and his deputy,
Kofi
Ampoma, yes, sorry. And then we have the women's organizer, Madam Mary Gardner, and her deputy, Rebecca Arno. And then we have the Zongo Caucus coordinator, Mr. Isaac Asani. And then we have the treasurer. Roger Pia. And then we have his deputy, Mr. Alex Mensa.
Yeah.
We have the what we call members without portfolio. We have Dr. Joe Ajiman. We have Nana Ohima, popularly known as Nana Deborah. And then we have Mr. Peter Kumadi. We have Mr. Reverend Gilbert Amati. And then we have who?
Francis Toto.
Francis Toto is one. And then Nana Boatima as one. She has not also been with us because of ill health. So,
hey, Chairman, forget your friend, your own friend. Oh.
Exactly. Who?
Caesar. Hey, Charlie, your own friend.
Caesar Nurukina as one of the chapter executive members with that portfolio. So I think I've mentioned all of them to the best of my ability. For the first time, we have full complement. And Honorable Alex, all the chapter executives are putting in their best, despite the difficult situations that we have found ourselves, to make sure that we continue to run the chapter as usual. So there's frequent Zoom meeting. I think we are even interacting more now than when pre-COVID, because pre-COVID was once every month. But sometimes every week, and if we are not careful, you end up attending 5 to 6 meetings. It's just like that. So we are tending to engage more, and the ideas are coming. In terms of our contribution, I'll just give my speech. What we are doing, we still have our fundraising going on. Yeah, the target is to end it at the end of this month, 30th, because as you said, whatever we have been able to mobilize to reach Accra on time so that it can be put to good use. So once again, I would like to thank the chapter fundraising committee, because we set up a committee under the chairmanship of the chapter vice chair, Madam Janet Aitia. Other members of the committee, Chairman Mba, Nana Deborah, Mary Gardner, Francis Aqua, and then Seth Anderson, and Caesar Norukina, and David Kwao. They have done well. I mean, once again, Francis Toto, I've mentioned Francis Toto. I will mention it now, but what I'm hearing is another unprecedented work in terms of whatever they have been able to raise, despite the financial constraint our members are going through because of COVID. So I'll be speaking to you of this platform to see how we can start putting that together. And as you have heard from various branches, some chapter members and branches that have adopted branches in Ghana and constituencies, and they are dealing directly with them, but we have advised them to try and put everything in writing to the chapter leadership, and we'll run it past your office so that you know who and who is helping which constituency or which branch in Ghana. So in terms of engaging with the media and selling the People Manifesto, we bought airtime with Omega TV. That's the most popular Ghanaian TV station. Every couple of fortnight, we'll go there, take some particular topics and discuss it. And as you are aware, there was a press conference on the security station 3 weeks ago that also went viral. And some of us are also calling even radio stations back at home, just trying to make sure that we sell the message and contribute to the efforts of those in Ghana. So I won't take much of your time. As you said, time is fast spent. I would like to thank you for taking time off your busy schedule to join us. This will not be the last, because as you know, the plan was to get the flag bearer or the running mate.
That is still on.
That's still on, yeah. Yes. So we just select.
We are just speaking one day, and that will be a day in which we will get all the diaspora executives. That way.
Okay.
Once we know the number and the space, then we'll add others. But we want to do it simply like yours, where it will be like a rally. But we don't want to say a rally because then others from outside will get the numbers. So we have to give the password and code to only the party executive, who will then give it to members of the party, because if not, there will be too many people. It's like, then he might as well go on Facebook and speak to everybody. But this is supposed to be a party structure thing. So we are looking for it's not going to be more than 30 minutes, an hour. It might be that he might come in for about 15 minutes, speak to all of you, and then we take it from there. But we'll organize it from our end. We'll give the invites to everybody who is involved and tell you who can come on because of the numbers, and we'll take it on. So it's still on. And don't despair. Once we finish with the flag bearer, we'll deal with the running mates. But we might get her to deal, first of all, with the women's groups, the women's organizational group, not the chapter, across board first before she comes and deals with the chapter. Or we might change it differently. But once you've dealt with the flag bearer, then the impetus is to make sure that we energize the women as well. And that is why we want to use her for that purpose. But it might change. We might give it to everyone. But no point in me talking too much strategy on this platform, because as you said, it's open to all. So
thank you. Yeah, so I mean, though we some of us couldn't come up to register, we still have that plans to send lists of those who will be in Ghana for the election, so that we'll know who is going to monitor which region, which constituency. So that list will come very soon, because we are compiling. So in the absence of anything, I think that's all what I have to say.
Chairman, can I just say something very quickly? Can I appeal to Honorable Alex Egbefia that I have been contacted by quite a number of our members here. They will be coming down to Ghana to come and help with the campaign. So we will be in touch.
Michael, tell me off air. Michael, tell me off air.
So we'll talk about that.
Michael, then you should call him off air.
No, I'm not saying anything. That's why I was saying that. I will get in touch with him outside of this.
Okay. That's fine. So, comrades, once again, welcome.
Chairman, 1 second. Mr. Prince Kazim, the former UK and Ireland chapter secretary, who resides in Ghana now, wants to, and is doing a great job there, wants to just say something quickly.
Okay, that's fine. And then we'll wrap up. So, Prince, over to you.
So, Prince.
Hello, everyone. Good evening to everyone. It's been a great program. I just want to thank you all for this great program. It's a great innovation, and I'm happy that everyone has been able to come on board. There has been a very interesting suggestion about how we could make this bigger. And I will suggest that behind the scenes later. But I think that the next one, we can really make it bigger. So there has been an interesting suggestion, and I hope and pray that we can get that through. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. So Mike, I mean, all what I have to say tonight. So over to you for the rest of the proceedings. Mike.
Okay, thank you very much, Chairman, and thank you every single one of you for coming in and joining this all-important UK and Ireland chapter virtual rally. We do appreciate every single one of you, and also for those who have not, who came in and had to leave as well. I'm sure when you go back to play the video on Omega Live TV on Facebook, you would hear what we have all said in appreciating you and in appreciating the fact that you've taken time off your busy schedules to be with us at this very, very, very exciting program. Yes, like we've all said here, this is just one of the many big things that the UK and Ireland chapter will be doing in the coming days and weeks in the lead up to the election, and even after we have won on December 7th, one touch as well. So I will not say much. We have heard a lot, and I pray and hope that we will all take in everything that has been said. I pray that we will continue to be energized. We will continue to do all the hard work that we have already started, and at the end of the day, we will all help to achieve victory come 7th December 2020. Thank you. God bless you.
Yes,
yes.
So
there's enough food and drink. Please help yourself.
Where? So item 13. Don't want to wait for item 13.
Okay, music, Deputy Secretary.
Thank you for coming.
Where is it?
Okay, so we started with bye.
We love you. Bye. Love you.
Okay, so music. So that we end.
Mama dance.
Mama
fa. Music.
Yeah.
2020, the Mama fa.
Fa. For this one there, we have to start celebrating.
Your cheese is no good. Your cheese is no good. Your cheese is no good. Be very careful.
Do you think
my cheese is no good?
My cheese is not good.
Mama.
Let me learn.
Let me learn.
Well done.
Let me learn. I'm coming.